1,000,000 thank yous to Taladar, who created that intro video. You're awesome, dude. Okay, so... okay, so here we are for more Mordheim. Middenheimers versus Dwarf Treasure Hunters. The Hans, where I can see him, versus the Grimhammer Expedition. Should be a very interesting matchup. Partially, we are also playtesting a map that I created, which I will load in after I load in my team. Alright. Good lord, I hope these guys are up to date. I know I updated them recently, so hopefully I did it correctly. I have not dared to play these guys since their last defeat. But, the dwarves, what rating are the dwarves?
They are at 109.
And I'm at...
173.
Yeah, so you're going to get some bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I, at least in terms of rating, I have the advantage. Quite a bit of advantage.
Yep. That's pretty deceptive, though. I think we're relatively evenly matched, because I've got some pretty hefty equipment on my dudes.
Yes, the dwarves are terrifying, and equipment doesn't add to rating. So
yep.
Those numbers can lie. Alright. Let's see here. Now I've got to load in the new map. So we are playtesting, in addition to having this regular game. We are trying out for the first time a map I created specifically for the street fight scenario, because we don't have one. We didn't have one. And there it is.
Oh, wow.
Crooked Street.
That is super cool.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yep, looks like it's fully loaded in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Cool. Yeah, the rules say to make a street with no, really no side exits. Like you're supposed to put buildings next to each other, but it can be as winding as you like. And it should be basically so that you can't really... You're going to meet somewhere along the line of the street. You can't retreat off your own side.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't you be packing, says Iron Nightingale? I guess.
Mordheim is so much more fun than packing, though.
I worked really hard today. I deserve this. I deserve this. I just had a glass of champagne to celebrate new adventures. So, I think I can pack. I'll pack later. Gotta give yourself a chance to play some Mordheim. Alright, so, let me open up the rules. Or unless you have them open, in which case, would you read off the campaign, the scenario rules?
Sure. So, street fight. Often, two warbands will come face to face with each other in the narrow streets of Mordheim. Sometimes they pass each other without incident, but more often, their meeting ends with bloodshed. We've already done the terrain, so I'll skip that part. Setup. Both players roll a d6 to see who sets up first. Whoever rolls highest chooses whether to deploy first or second. The warbands are deployed within 6 inches of opposite ends of the street. Then, special rules. Neither warband can backtrack down the street to leave the battlefield via their own edge. And starting the game, we'll roll a d6 to see who has the first turn. And the game ends when one of the warbands manages to move all of its remaining warriors out of the street via the opposing edge. that player is victorious. Alternatively, the warband which fails a route test loses the game.
Thank you. Oh man, this is going to be really interesting. So we're both playing kind of melee-focused warbands, but with a ranged component.
Mm-hmm.
I outnumber the dwarves, but each dwarf is crazy. Crazy pants. And interestingly, I guess with any special mission map, having move 2 on his really scary noble leader is going to be an interesting challenge for Corey to overcome. So
yeah, that'll be a problem.
He has a wound. Is it a broken leg? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. But look at all these crazy special rules on these guys. All kinds of madness. I am very interested to take these guys on, though, specifically with the Middenheimers.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah, this should be good. All right, let's get into it. I have to open up my stats sheet for these guys.
All right. Do you already have the picture-in-picture set up?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Dice cam? Okay. Then I'll go ahead and roll to see if I deploy first.
Okay.
And with a 2, I am unlikely to get to choose.
Oh man, I kind of don't want to have to choose because I designed the map. So yeah, oh yeah, I should mention that. So we're playtesting a map that I designed. Okay, I'm getting this pop-up. Are you getting the pop-ups with the dice?
Yep, it sometimes it works. The intention is that it announces what the rolls are, but the script is often broken.
Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. Yeah, so I rolled a 3, so I get to choose.
Yep.
Oh, man. Versus the dwarves.
So you can either deploy first and choose your board edge, or you can deploy second to to be able to react to my deployment.
So I know all the advantages because so I designed this street to be crooked, but I was like, okay, I don't want it to be straight, but I also don't want it to take 4 turns for us to like see each other if it was incredibly winding. So it's got one crook in the crooked street. Oh man, I know all the advantages and disadvantages that I designed into each side. So choosing is actually really hard. I am going to pick this side.
Okay.
So I set up.
You'll get to go ahead and set up. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Is it within 8 inches or 6 inches?
6 inches.
6 inches. That's right. We got to update these numbers on the side.
Yeah. Here, I'll set up.
Although I guess they're useful for the larger maps, aren't they?
There you go. There's 6 inches.
Cool. Are you sure? Because measuring up to its bottom edge. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You got it.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Okay. All right. I'm going to introduce my warband as I set up here.
All right.
So we've got Hans Off, who's my leader. Now, he just got a chest wound. So,
that's right.
Due to one skink shot. He only shot me once the whole last battle with these guys. Against these guys.
I forgot about
and
that.
this crappy little skink who had like 1 BS upgrade or something. He rolled a 6 to hit, 6 to wound, which is a crit. Crit me and took me out of action. And with no armor saves. I remember that. So I had no chance to use anything. And I didn't really know about Lucky Charms with these guys yet, so I didn't have any Lucky Charms. I don't have any Lucky Charm saves on them. And so yeah, now he went down a toughness, and then he's huge, huge, because he is a melee monster, my leader. So he is now T2, and he had this really strong dueling pistol. But the dueling pistol only has range of 10 inches. So, I've taken away the dueling pistol from my leader. And given it to Hans to himself, who has lower BS. But Hans Off has been downgraded to a bow. And with his ballistic skill, hopefully he'll make good use of that. But I'm pretty much trying to just keep my leader alive, because one random skink shot from Corey, hashtag Corey Rolls, let's get that trending, did that to me, and I really don't want my leader to die, which would pretty much kill the Middenheimers. Maybe not, but it would suck. Taladar, here's the new Adventures Wizard without dice. Versus Dwarves ought to be an easy fight, Max. They're short on manpower. Oh man, that is like, that's a good pun. It's so true. So true. Alright, so, oh man, okay. I think I read some old version. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, so with the advantages and disadvantages thing, it's interesting. I can actually set up kind of on top of the rubble if I want to. And, I kind of want to do that. Because it's going to benefit me. I'm hoping that my leader levels soon and suddenly gets a toughness upgrade.
It could happen.
Toughness 2.
Yeah, toughness 2 is rough.
Rough. Really rough. Because of the way the charts work in these old school GW games.
Yeah. Did you want to introduce the rest of your guys?
Yeah. So that was Hans Off, my leader, who I've got off to the side. We've got Luke No Hans, who has Wounds 2. And he went down a weapon skill. It's still 3, so it's fine. Strength 4, because that's my special thing. And now carrying a bow in addition to his close combat stuff. Shield, bone helmet, and yeah, pretty much. Oh, and 2 attacks, or 3 attacks, base. So he actually will get 4 attacks with 2 weapons.
Oh my god!
At strength 4 in close combat. Yeah, the Middenheimers are monsters in close combat. They just fail all the rolls.
Yeah, I would also like to point out that as much as you're griping about that skink shot, Luke Nohans is currently wearing a bone helmet that he stole from the skink priest that he sold into slavery.
Yes, that was amazing. It was that was one of our greatest fights yet, I think.
It was.
That game
was for sure
incredible. I'm hoping, even though I lost and it was like a grind, it was a friggin' meat grinder. So I lost the game, but I forced Corey's warband of lizardmen to retire because I did so much damage to them and sold his leader into slavery. So that was it. So Luke Lohans is wearing the bone helmet. Yeah, no, that I'm not saying it all didn't go my way. It's just that's how the Midheimers work. Is they're 1 in 5. They're 1 in 5. 1 win, 5 losses, but they failed their way to the top. Hounds to himself, now carrying the dueling pistol as well as a bow. He is also pretty terrifying in close combat, and he's T4. So he is hopefully going to carry that to victory. Hans Up is one of my young bloods. He has grown into a fairly scary dude in close combat, with 2 attacks, weapon skill 3, and now strength 4 as well. And so he is just all close combat focused and step aside and jump up. So he is actually quite difficult to take down in close combat as well. Hans Down, the protagonist of the league, is what we've been calling him. Every single time he gets injured, he gets stronger. And he is absolutely terrifying in close combat. Went up to weapon skill 3 recently as well. So strength 4 base, but he also has Mighty Blow as one of his skills. He's just keeps getting skills too. So Mighty Blow increases his strength by +1 close combat. So actually he's strength 5 functionally in close combat, which is absolutely scary to most people. And gives him a way of dealing with the dwarf armor saves and making it a little less likely that they'll succeed at those saves, unless Corey's rolling, and this is Corey. And he also was just injured and got scars. So at the very beginning of the game, he got smashed in the face with a stone hammer and became frenzied. So he became a berserker, doubling his attacks. If he ever gets an attack upgrade, he will be the scariest thing in the league. If he gets 2 attacks, it'll double to 4 because of frenzied. But he just got scars, so now he causes fear as well. So he is truly a terror in close combat, and not that easy to take down from ranged with dodge, helmet, and shield. So he is strong on offense and defense. And then, and the resident berserker and strongman. Hans Holding is my recently promoted marksman hero. Hans Holding was promoted from my Hansimen. Everybody's named Hans in this warband. Who are my ranged group of marksmen, and he has picked up trick shot as well as quick shot. So he is BS4, but also doesn't care about cover modifiers. And I splurged on him with my last winnings and got him a crossbow. So he can fire that crossbow twice. So he is actually pretty close to as scary as Corey's engineer of the dwarves. Able to fire the maybe even scarier.
Yeah.
Able to fire the crossbow twice. However, he also carries a bow, because if he moves, he can't fire the crossbow until he gets another skill and gets that skill as well. So then we already mentioned the Hansimen. Wait, that can't be right. Why are there only 2 of them? Where's the other one? Did I miss one?
No. The third one's right there.
Oh, thank you. So yes, so the Hansimen are marksmen who recently got an attack upgrade. Not fantastic, but actually they could be scary if they can be scrappy if they need to be now, which was not true before. But then there's the Hans Shakers, who are I'm kind of sad that they weren't the ones who became got a hero. Lads Got Talent. Didn't get promoted. The Hans Shakers are really scary minions. So they're not heroes, but if they charge into combat, they have expert swordsmen. They're all wielding 2 swords. There's only 2 of them now because they're super expensive, but they have 2 attacks base, so they have 3 attacks. They get to reroll misses, and they have weapon skill 5. So they are very likely to get hits. They might struggle against all the armor, though. They might struggle against all the armor, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, so I just need to kind of bunch these guys up a little more, and then I'll be done setting up, so I'm done, functionally.
Okay. I see, they're just all going in a line. Alright.
So, go ahead and introduce your guys, if you would be so kind.
Probably want to wait to do that until you're looking at them, so that we can benefit the stream.
Oh, sure. I'll be right there.
But I'll start getting them set up.
Actually, I'll change this slightly. Less of a straight line and more of a weighted line. All right. By the way, things are labeled on the map. If you hadn't noticed already.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got impassable ruins. We've got rubble. And the street itself. All right, I'm watching you.
Okay, so starting things off, we've got my my noble, Krogrim Grimhammer. He got a broken leg when he went up against some goblins, and they decided to just gang beat him. But
right, he hates the orcs and goblins now.
well, all dwarves always hate orcs and goblins, but he got a broken leg. He got some horrible scars, so now he causes fear, and he's hardened, so he's immune to fear.
Right.
But yeah, and so he's pretty heavily equipped. He's wearing some Gromrel armor.
He's got a pistol brace now.
He's got a pistol brace, so he can shoot stuff with his ballistic skill 4.
That's important. That's important for slow guys.
Yeah, and also the range on those is extended, so now I'm only 1 inch shorter than Max's dueling pistols. And he can fire twice, or well, he can fire every turn, I should say. Yeah, he does have a helmet. He's also got 2 dwarf axes and the Master of Blades skill. So basically, he gets a bunch of parries in close combat, and he can re-roll those parries. So he is very hard to hit, on top of being very hard to kill.
Wow.
In close combat. In close combat. Yeah, and outside of close combat, he's got a 2+ armor save.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be hard to kill no matter what. Then up on the little raised platform over here, we've got my engineer. He is my main shooting force in this army, and wouldn't normally be much, but he's got a crossbow, and he can fire it twice, the same way that Max's marksman can. But he also is responsible for giving himself and my leader that extra bit of range. So I do slightly outrange his crossbow. I've got 36-inch range to his 30-inch.
He gives himself a 6-inch bonus and gives the leader a 1-inch bonus?
3-inch bonus. Yeah. Oh. It's 6 inches for crossbows and handguns, and 3 inches for all kinds of pistols.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah. And he's not wearing Gromrel armor, but he is wearing heavy armor and a shield, so he's still got a 3-up save.
Oh man, doesn't that also make him slower? Or do dwarves?
It would normally, but dwarves are immune to that. Nice. We've already got movement 3. We're punished enough.
Yeah. True that.
Yeah. Next up, we've got my 2 slayers, Thulgrak and Nugabrær. They are exceedingly fast for dwarves. Nugabrær is initiative 3, as is Thulgrak. Both of them have 2 dwarf axes, so they don't get to parry 2 attacks the same way that Krogrim does, because they don't have the Master of Blades skill. But they do get to re-roll their failed parry.
Cool.
Yep, and they are my slayers, so they don't get to wear armor because they've got a death wish, which also makes them immune to psychology, so they don't care about Hans Down's fear-causing scars.
Terrifying over short distances. As yes. Taladar just said in the chat. Thank you, Taladar.
Yes, indeed. All right, so yeah, next up we've got Glaufrock. He is my promoted clansman hero. And he is the toughest of the lot because he is toughness 5. He's got the 2 dwarf axes with the Master of Blades skill. He's wearing Gromrel armor. And he's got a shield, so he's got a 2-up save from a ranged attack, a 4-up save in close combat, gets 2 parry attempts, gets to reroll failed ones, and he's toughness 5, so strength 3 weapons can't crit him.
Wow.
So yeah, he's gonna be the speed bump that you've got to get over in order to get to the rest of the warband.
Maybe we just run away. I don't know. He's a mountain. That guy might as well be made of metal.
Pretty much. And then lastly over here, we've got the Hammer Brother, who is also a clansman.
Is he your only minion?
He is my only henchman, yes.
Henchman, yeah.
Yeah, and he's not wearing armor. He's just got a shield and a pair of hammers. So he's just there to be an extra body.
He's not wearing armor. Interesting.
Nope, he does not have armor. I couldn't afford it.
Huh.
But it should be noted that he and everybody except for my 2 Slayers are wearing helmets. So stunning me is going to be a challenge.
Gotcha. Damn, those are some... So you can see how hard his dwarves are to kill, but every one of them is wearing a fortune in in equipment.
Yes. All right, so I will go ahead. Whoops.
What just happened?
Okay. I just deleted the thing, and I
just...
somehow also deleted his base. So,
okay. No. You just undid?
Yep. And not quite. All right. I'll just make another base for him really fast.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, folks, there's our opponents. The dwarves. The Huns, where I can see them, are going to have to contend with that force.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to get past him if you want to escape in this street fight. Somehow, I don't think that my warband is going to be escaping down your side.
Well, it could definitely happen. I mean, if you just want to march past me, there's not much I can do about it. And except for engaging you in close combat, which is not super advisable.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we roll to see who goes first?
We shall. We shall. Go ahead.
Okay. A 2 again.
And a 3 for me.
All right.
I get the first turn.
Yes, indeed.
All right. There's no special rules about that. It's just a roll-off.
Yep, it's just a roll-off.
Komm, men! Komm, Hans and Hans und Hans und Hans! All Hans forward! Well, I think we're going to be running, so...
Okay.
That means everybody's going to be moving 8. Because we run faster than dwarves do.
Yes, you do. That is not a difficult feat.
No, it is not. I'm actually going to run with this guy first. Yeah. And he will run 8 inches forward. Right there. Hans holding to there. I'll follow it up with this Hans shaker. It's going to kind of hop over the crate on his way.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I can move right onto the edge of the collision there. So that's annoying. Oh, is that the... Oh, that's... I'm hitting the other thing. That's the problem. There we go. Okay, so he climbs partway up the stairs. We're going to move Hans down first, and he is on some rubble. So that 0.8 inches will be doubled to 1.6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cost 1.5 to get to there, basically. And then 1.5 from 8 leaves him
6.2 inches.
6.2 remaining. So this guy, barbarian, froths at the mouth and runs forward. What is he? Oh, it's the rubble. Or not rubble, but thematic rubble. Okay. Hans up. Oops. It's gonna run forward to there. Actually, no, he won't. He will run basically straight forward. I don't want to block other people.
Okay.
Alright. So then, Hans to himself. It's going to be springing forward like so. Actually, yeah, he'll be there. And then Luke Nohans is going to be forced to kind of skirt this corner. Yes, that was part of the design. And probably won't be able to run his full distance unless I stick him over there. But I don't really want to. So Luke Nohans will just get real close to his friend there. Alright, then we have some henchmen to catch up. So we have a Hans Shaker who's running up here. Ugh. Having some collision with my own sword there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
My leader will bravely stand at the back. Right here. And then my other henchmen are mostly going to be just catching up, so I just have to avoid the rubble to avoid complications. That will be easy. So he's going to run up there. He's going to run up there. He's going to run up there. Alright. And everybody ran. Your turn. I have no spellcasters.
All right. Well, I'm obviously not declaring any charges, and my dwarves are going to be running up as well. And my leader is going to go first, and he's going to run as far as he can.
4 inches.
4 whole inches.
I just imagine him like with this metallic clanking, like stomping forward.
Yep. All right, and then Glaufrock is going to go 6 inches, and Nugerbear will basically.
He did have to move over rubble there.
Oh, you're right.
He started on some rubble.
Yep, I missed that.
This isn't rubble, but this is.
Oh, then if this down here isn't rubble, then he's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
I was talking about Skogrod.
Oh yeah, he's not going to be moving this turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to try and take a long range couple of shots at me.
Yes, he is.
That's a little scary. Oh, right, 36 inches. Holy crap, holy. So he shoots like an elf bow, but with a dwarven modified crossbow.
He keeps his weapons well maintained.
That's pretty scary. Since they are running into a fight, you'll have to catch these Hans. He's going to try and catch me with a crossbow bolt or two.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Jeepers.
so that is it for my movement. I think I'm not 2 inches up.
No.
No,
You're 1
so
inch up.
I'm still having to shoot the closest target that's not in cover, or if unless there's someone easier. And I think the closest target is going to be Hans up because we look like we're in pretty much a straight line from each other.
Looks like it.
All right.
And he is one of the guys that doesn't have dodge. That sucks.
All right. So looks like 28.5 inches of distance.
Okay. At least
To
it's
see
long
him?
range and cover.
Yep. So I'll need a 6 to hit, but I'm rolling 2 dice because I've got quick shot.
Oh, man.
So that is 2 misses.
Okay. Yikes.
And with that, it's your turn.
Because that's a strength 4 weapon, so that could have been scary if he'd gotten a 6 there. Crossbow actually strikes the cover, doesn't it? So
It does.
It just impacts right here. Skits upward.
Yep. Twang.
Yep, exactly. I guess I think of a bow going twang, but maybe crossbows go more like
Yeah, it's true.
loud kind of like hiss and clack, or clack and hiss. Okay, well that is interesting. So since he measured that out, now I know how far away my guys are.
Yep.
Which means I know the range for the purposes of shooting. So I've got to plan that out a little bit. Maybe not everybody's running this turn.
Okay.
Is what that means. So I'm gonna move forward with my Hans Shaker. He is. Ooh. The question is he running? Given the player I've placed him, I'm definitely gonna have him run.
Okay.
So he is gonna run up right behind the corner there.
Sure. Don't want your Hans Shakers to get shot by that crossbow.
You know, they are expensive.
And they have a history of exactly one of them dying in every mission.
Yeah, except one time they didn't. But
okay.
Most of the time, that's been true. That has been true most of the time. Yes. Ooh, man, I did not expect that guy to be able to shoot me. So so I have to move my hero marksman in order to see you, which means that I will not be able to be firing my crossbow this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me actually wonder if it's worth it at all. Gee whiz and willikers. You know what? He is gonna run.
Okay.
On further thought. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't run. The problem is that I can't guarantee. Well, I probably could guarantee him being in cover. I'm careful enough about it. Yeah, I mean, it's probably better to get off a pot shot than it is to get closer to this terrifying dwarves. Nah, screw it. He's running. He's running. Yeah. He's running right up here. Getting nice and comfortable. Okay. I can't believe that guy could shoot me from over there. It's actually really scary. Because if he gets a 6, it's a strength 4 weapon, and I don't know what other kind of things he has, but maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's plenty. That is plenty. Hans to himself is going to run. Ooh. Yeah, he's going to run up the stairs and then drop off the stairs over here.
Okay.
So we have to kind of avoid the crossbow. Which is kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. Yep. Hans up is running. He will run... 7 inches there and 1 inch. I don't really love that, but I'm doing it. There. Alright. Hans down, the protagonist of the league. He's gonna run up. Yeah, he's just gonna run out right behind. Ooh, yes. Luke no Hans. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, my friend? Luke no Hans is actually gonna kind of cut over this way, I think.
Okay.
Catch up with these guys. So this is already going differently than how I imagined fights would be on this map. But mostly because the dwarves are so slow. Even I wasn't prepared for how incredibly slow the dwarves could be.
Gotta stress test it. Or stress test it.
Yeah. 1.5 plus 3 is 4.5. Yeah. And then it's only like... Yeah, okay, 3.5. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna run Hans off, my leader, right up here. And this Hans Shaker, run there. And then the Hansi men are all running up. Well, the question is, given what you measured out, no, it's very unlikely that I could take any kind of pot shot. And besides, these friggin' dwarves, so armored, like, I'm gonna need multiple hits in order to have any chance of really doing much.
I probably should also mention that my engineer has 2 wounds.
That's very nice for him.
just because I didn't cover that in my intro, and that might impact your decisions when it comes to shooting.
Yeah, it means that taking a pot shot at him is less valuable. And need some serious shooting action in order to have a chance. That's okay. My very brave leader standing way in the back, behind cover.
Yep.
Well, after that chest wound, who could blame him? Who could blame him? Well, I ask you. Alright. He can get there.
Alright.
And that is it for my whole turn. Your turn.
Alright. Well, your leader's cowardice has caused him a problem.
Why?
He's currently the only thing my engineer can see.
Huh, is that true? Oh my god.
Yes.
I managed to put everybody else behind something?
Yep.
Wow. That's interesting. Alright, well, movement happened. Or I assume you're not declaring any charges, so.
I am not, so yeah, let's do movement. So, alright, actually, let's start with my... No, we're not going to start with my
All
leader.
hands off. Survive. That's bad. That's really bad. God, that range on the engineer is nuts. He can just stand without moving at his starting location and shoot me.
Yep.
I didn't design for that. But on the other hand, like maps
in
are
fairness,
supposed to be,
he's pretty much the only guy in the game that can do that.
maps are supposed to be 4 feet by 4 feet.
Yep.
And this is 48 inches, right? So
yeah.
Yeah. Or 50 inches, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 36 inches means he covers almost the entire map.
Right. If there's a sight line, he can probably see past it.
Well, there's
And shoot
not
at
much I could have done about that then, except realize that my leader would be the one getting shot. Oh my god, if he goes down right at the start, I'm going to be so sad.
So, yeah, shooting.
So everybody ran up as best
Yep,
they can.
everybody ran up. 31.4 inches.
Oh my
That's what it looks
lord, that is so freaking far! Even a normal crossbow can't shoot that.
All right, so I need 6s again because it's still long range, and that is no hits.
Thank goodness.
So it is your turn.
Okay. Well, as terrifying as that engineer is, I think I'm going to be moving Hans off probably. I'm not declaring any charges, but then we have to check for Hans down anyway. Not that he's in range. I just want to know how far away you are. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize had some interesting sight angles that were intended, but I didn't realize that with the incredibly long range, what would happen with my leader. That was scary for a moment there.
Yeah. Also, in fairness, only a couple of models are going to be able to capitalize on that, just because of there's not a whole lot of space on this upper platform.
I mean, there's only going to be one engineer in the league probably ever.
Yeah, but like if you've got your, your Shadow Warriors or something with elf bows, then they could do the same thing. But you could probably only fit 3 models up here to do that.
That's true. Well, 3 Shadow Warriors, if they had elf bows, would be pretty terrifying.
True.
Unlikely to happen in the near future, but okay. Man, it's funny how the engineer is just like such a terror weapon in his own right.
There's a reason I haven't really done much to expand my warband's shooting capacity. He does it by himself.
Damn, the dwarves are slow.
Yes.
I'm getting most of the distance across the map. I'm about to cross the center line here.
Yep.
So I'm going to be running with this guy. I wonder if it's shorter to go around the rubble. I have to go like this to get him all the way out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 1.5 plus 6.5. I guess either way I can really get here if I want to. Whereas, wow, no, it's actually better to go through the rubble. Cool, that's actually good.
Yeah.
That's more interesting design-wise.
Rubble needs to be painful but still useful.
Exactly, sure. Exactly. If the only answer to it is to go around it all the time, then it's not very good. So I did a good thing there. It's 3 inches here, so that's, but it's, the rubble is 1.5 inches long. So 1.5 becomes 3. So that becomes 6. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is 6, and then I get 2 more inches.
Mm-hmm.
Could you move your hand? Thank you. So yeah, it's pretty similar, but I get farther this way, which is good. So I'll end that up there. I'm happy with that result. Hans up runs up there. One thing I've haven't designed into any maps yet, because it's, I don't know, I feel like it's still early days, is so that would be 6.5. 6.5 plus 1.5. So you can still get right behind him if I want to, too. Dangerous terrain. Hazardous terrain. I would think it might be interesting at some point to introduce, I don't know when will be, like, think it's like a good time for it, but I think it would be interesting at some point to have, oh, this is, okay, now I have to think for a second, because these guys have ranged weapons. A powder keg would be fun.
Yeah.
Alright. We want to... Yeah, I can't actually see the dwarves either from down here. Which is pretty funny, all things considered. They're short.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to be running right up behind the crates there.
Okay.
And this member of the Hansi men, I cross 3 inches across the rubble because it's 1.5. So that is, wait, it costs 3? No, it costs 1.5 extra.
Yeah.
So
you've got 6.5 total of movement.
Wait. Right. So 4 inches to there means I've actually spent 5.5. And then 5.5 from 8 leaves 2.5. So he can catch right up. Oh, I guess that makes perfect sense. Oh, but that's him running.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like so certain that a strength 3 weapon is gonna do nothing with her against a 1-up save. And I'm like, why even bother?
Yeah, I mean so Krogrim doesn't have. I'm sorry, Storkrod, my engineer, does not have a 2-up save. He's got a 3-up save.
Oh, okay.
He's not wearing Gromro. He probably should be at this point, but he's not.
He's pretty terrifying. All right. My cowardly leader is like, well, shit, as this crossbow bolts go flying nearby. Too close for comfort, and he is gonna be like, I'm gonna come down and try and sheepishly catch up with these guys. So, either there. 5 to there. Alright. Okay. So he's up like there. Alright, so those guys all ran.
Yep.
Now, these guys are up here are not going to be running. Because they can actually see some dwarves.
Yes, they can.
So, let's see here. Once again, the rubble will be slowing me down a bit. So this Hans... Yeah, this Hans Shaker is going to move 4 inches and stand right. Definitely going to offer some targets here. I do want everybody to be behind cover if possible. That might be tough to pull off, all things considered. So I can put 1 here and 1 here. Nobody's going to be able to have enough movement to cross the rubble and shoot. Which is a problem. So I can put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, theoretically. Although I'm not sure anyone can move that far. So really 3 guys can be in cover and shoot. Reasonably.
Oh, I didn't realize that you gave your Hans Shakers bows too.
Mm-hmm. Money was spent.
Yeah. Suddenly this warband is looking a lot more dangerous from a distance.
Well, not so far. They haven't taken a single shot yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually going to run with this Hans Shaker. So he's going to move 1 inch this way. And hang on a second. Let me measure how far it is to cross the rubble. Yeah, so 2 inches at the shortest distance, which costs 4 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an extra 2 to cross at that point. So he moves 1 inch out this way. And then... It's a long distance to go. Okay, so if he runs, he can make it here. He's going to stand behind this pole for cover.
Okay.
There we go. All
Nice.
right. He's like turned sideways.
Yep.
Okay. Now I didn't put Hans Holding in. I was so scared of that crossbow. If I hadn't been quite so scared, I could have been in a position to shoot my own crossbow, but that's okay. That's okay. He is going to move... Perfect. So he will move here.
Okay.
Right as close to the pole as we can go. There we go. Okay. And then we have, I think this is Luke Nohans. So he's going to move right up to the corner of this building. Ah! Collided with something there. Move your hand. Yeah, thank you. If I touch the corner of the building, he pops up. Oh, I can turn off auto raise. Hang on. Perfect. There we go.
Cool.
Alright, so he has a bow. Yes. Alright, so he moved normally. The Hans Shaker, Hans B has run, but those two guys have moved normally. And then... yeah, so this guy's going to move 4 inches up right there.
Okay.
And this guy's going to Hans A of the Hansimen. Hans, move forward. It's going to go right there. Okay. So these 4 dudes have all moved normally. Everyone else ran. Time for shooting phase. Luke Nohans. We'll shoot with him first.
Okay.
He is going to take a shot at Nugerbrer, who is not in cover.
I think you have to shoot at Glafrock because he's
I think
closer.
Glafrock has cover, though. Well, his base is... maybe he doesn't. Only his base is
Yeah,
covered.
I don't think he does.
Oh, yeah, his feet aren't covered. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually we have... our interpretation of the rules has been not any part of the model, but like a significant portion, which I think is a better way of doing it. All right, well, I'm just taking a regular shot with my bow at your toughest dude that you stuck in front for that purpose.
Yep.
All right. And I think we are going to be using the black die.
All right.
So, Luke Nohans taking a shot with his bow. That... oh, I forgot to measure if he was at long range. Hang on. I think he is. That might be a miss. Because I have -2 and BS of 3. Oh, no, it's not long range. It's short range,
Yep.
according to my measurement.
You're right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. So,
All right, that's a
that
hit.
is actually a hit.
You need a 6 to wound.
I need a 6 to wound because he's toughness 5 and it can't crit. Okay. Well, that is your toughest dude, so that's gonna happen.
Yep.
And I have no choice but to shoot him because I am not 2 inches up. This is okay. Interesting. I think the only guy who's not going to shoot, who's not going to be forced to shoot at him. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. All right. So Hans holding. To shoot at that guy would mean shooting my own dude, so I'm not going to do that. Think I can hit. Let's see here. He of the white helmet. Looks to me like either Thulgrok or the guy behind him is fair game. So, but with cover.
Volgrok is definitely in cover.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can still see Glafrock if you don't take the pole that he's under or he's next to under consideration. Whoops, what just happened?
You grabbed him.
Oh, I
He
didn't
went
mean
flying.
to. I'm sorry. Shoot.
All right, we know exactly where he was.
Okay. Yeah. But you know, if you kind of assume that he's leaning out from the pole, I think he can, or I think he's got a clear shot on Glafrock. I don't think that your Handshaker's in the way.
Oh, I thought my Handshaker was in the way. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, easiest target, except that I happen to know he's toughness 5.
Yeah. He's the
two-
easiest to hit.
I take 2 shots with my bow,
You do?
and that will be hits. Well, he's BS4, so and no cover. So those are both hits.
Yep, you got it.
Assuming he's in close range, which I'm even closer now, so definitely.
Yeah, he should be.
Okay, both hits. I need 6s to wound. I got a 6 to wound, not a crit.
That is a wound. All right, so I've got a 2-up armor save.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Patink. The dwarves. So anything other than a 1 with that friggin' dude, his armor saves him.
Yep.
Yeah. And you can't crit that guy very easily. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Strength 3 crank. You can't crit him.
I don't love that. That's okay. That's okay. We are just taking some pot shots, just in case. I mean, it would certainly be interesting if you'd gotten a 1. Oh, boy. Alright, so the only other guy you can shoot is this Hansi man, who might have him in cover, finally. Because I think his knees are covered. His feet are covered, but also those are next to his knees.
Yeah, I'd say he's got cover there.
All right,
So
it's a little hard to say.
Yeah, I think he can reasonably shoot at Nugaber if that's the difference between short and long range.
That's true, actually.
But I think they might both be at long range from him because you were just barely in close range with.
You might be right
Luke
about
Nohans.
that. You might be right about
So if they're both at long, then Nugaber is the easier target. Yep, they're both at long.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, so you can shoot at Nugaber.
Nugaber, this guy is BS4.
All right, so you need 5s to hit.
Long range and moved, miss. Okay. That's it. Your turn.
Alrighty. No charges being declared.
Street fight.
Nugaber is going to run forward. His 6 inches. He's getting up there. Fulgrak is also moving up. His 3 inches or his 6 inches, so he's going to get to about up there. I'm going to have him go a little bit less than his full movement. My noble is going to run.
Oh, hey, Riley's saying you messaged earlier. I'm not in California yet. That's happening at the end of the month. All things going according to plan. Oh boy.
Yeah. So Krogram's getting up there.
All right.
Glaufrock is going to. Let's see what things look like from your guys' perspective. Yeah, okay. Glaufrock is going to run, and he's going to stand in the way there.
Oh my god. It's like literally just this mountain of impossible to kill. Can I roll to see what crit I would have gotten?
Absolutely.
For no reason.
It would have been a ricochet.
Oh, well, he would have gotten armor saves anyway, so.
Yep.
I hate the alternative crit thing, because I always feel like it screws me. Because on a regular thing, a 3 would be a regular crit chart. The 3 would be no armor saves.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's going to be it for movement. My engineer is still going to be staying put and taking some shots. So
it's just literally not going to move the entire fight. Wow.
If he's got things to shoot at, then he's doing what he's supposed to do.
I just did not design for this. That should not happen.
All right. So it looks like I am just barely outside of my short range.
I think you still have to shoot at him.
18.3 inches. Yeah, that is still going to be the easiest target for sure.
Hang on, you're measuring too far.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, I can't turn my camera. You measured slightly too far from my perspective.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, yep, you're right. So with 18 inches, I think that's in range.
Hold it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, check from my side too.
Yep, that's what I just did. Yes, sir. You are in close range with 36.
All right.
Oh my god.
So that's going to be 2 shots needing 5s to hit.
Oh my god. Well, my shield will still be a 6-up save.
Yes, it will.
Oh,
And that's still 2 misses.
The dwarves are looking at him like, is the engineer doing his job?
Engineer had a bit of bugmans before this fight started.
Oh, okay. So he's immune to fear.
All right, that's going to be it for me. It's your turn.
I need to clear this extra bit of rubble. I realize that it's confusing. All right. Man, oh man. Okay, this is decision time. Everything up to now has been pretty clear what to do. What to do, but now I have a decision to make. Oh boy. Oh boy, I have a decision to make. I love this, him standing in front to absorb arrows and crossbow bolts thing.
Yep.
And you can only shoot at a farther target if it's easier to hit at. Easier to target.
Yep.
Which means that since he's at close range and your engineer's at long range, I probably won't be able to shoot at the engineer.
Yep.
Which I would love to be able to do since he's been kind of a terror.
He's also not in cover. But
so we have dwarves to deal with here. Very, very interesting. They are real close now too.
yes, they are.
Possibly charge range close, even for dwarves.
6 inches is not a lot of charge range.
Yeah. That's true.
But also, I can't see you, which means if I want to charge you, I have to pass an initiative test.
Well, that's if I stand still.
Yeah, that's true.
Very interesting situation that I never foresaw. I mean, this whole scenario is meant to bring 2 groups into close combat, I think.
Yep.
I just don't want to. Especially since I haven't been able to soften you up at all. Just because this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a job to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I am... Ooh. Gosh, I wonder if I... No, there's no way I'm doing it. Okay, I'm declaring no charges, so we have to check for Hans down.
Yep.
Well, he is not in out of line of sight. You know what I mean. I can't see. He can't see you. So you're not in 4 inches. Just good to know. Good to know. I really don't want the dwarves to charge me. That would be a disaster. If he gets to attack first, it'd be... I mean, I'm just going to miss him and he'll kill me anyway. But I've got to at least act like I don't know that. I have to pretend. Oh, jeez. Plus the engineer. It's like... Ugh. The Engineer just changes everything about the dwarves.
He's so good.
He is so important to everything they do, because otherwise, like, I just have free reign.
Yeah, you would just kite the entire game, and it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. Although in Street Fight, maybe it is, but
yeah,
generally speaking. Gosh, darn that engineer. He just makes everything so scary. It's like, because one of these days, he's going to get a good roll. Alright, this Hans here is going to move normally. Hans Shaker. He's going to climb the stairs at that point, and then move 1 more inch over there.
I see.
Man, this is a really interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is a really interesting game. And actually, I, as much as I've been complaining about it, I actually find it really interesting with the crossbow range. I guess, like, it's just so unexpected.
Yeah, it changes the dynamic a lot.
It changes the dynamic so much. Really, really does.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to just have a crossbow, even just having a crossbow at long range, but putting it on such a tough platform means that he's pretty likely to outshoot just about anybody.
Yep, it's true. All right.
So it really puts you on a clock.
This Hans Holding, I think, is what he's called. No, that's my ranged dude. Hans himself.
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna move normally. He is going to move. He'll basically join this guy on the stairs. Hans up has no reason to not run. So he will run. And he will run. But where? He'll run 3 inches there. Two inches there. 2 inches there, and use his last inch to jump on that crate.
Okay.
Just like so. Hans down. Hans down is next, and he... Actually, no, I won't move Hans down quite next, because I'll move this Hans A of the Hansi men, who's just going to move normally and tuck in right here. We have some interesting collision going on with the bases there, but you know where he is.
Yep. Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. He can be WYSIWYG. It's probably fine.
Okay.
Hans down is going to be able to hop that crate, so he'll move here, And do I want him to hop up on the crate? I almost want him to now. Let me just check something really quick. Oh yeah, I've got to do it. I got to do it. Now that I've thought of it. I'm doing it. Hans down stands up there. He's like, I'm frothing at the mouth.
I like it.
Right there. Okay. And that's sort of, it's too funny not to do it kind of way. Hans Shaker, Hans B. Where are you moving? Where do I want him to move? Yeah, these guys up here are actually in a bind because all their combined shooting is probably going to do nothing against the guy that they have to shoot at.
I mean, you've got a crossbow now. The crossbow can crit him.
Can crit him, yeah. But then you have to not roll ricochet, like I do every single time. He'll move normally there. Much. Ah! Oh, maybe that barrel has some weird collision that I didn't notice. No, it's just my hand kind of doing that. Alright. So he can easily get there.
Okay.
And Hans Holding is going to stay put and finally get to use that crossbow. Luke no Hans. How far is he moving across the rubble? Ugh. Ugh. So just getting there is going to cost him his full movement. Ugh. I don't like that. I don't love that at all. He will do it, however. Whoa. Oh, right. I turned off his auto raise. Let's turn that back on. Knocked everything over. Fortunately, I moved Hans Holding into like this really recognizable spot, so it's like, no matter how many times he gets knocked over, we know where it is.
Yeah.
Alright, in this maneuver, the Hansi-man is going to move up. Oh, jeez. Okay. If I turn off auto raise, I can get him a little bit more into the corner, so I will. There we go. But then I'll turn it right back on. There we go. Okay. Well, this should be interesting. Everybody moved. I think the only guy that ran is not carrying a ranged weapon.
Yeah. Hans up and Hans down. Or no, Hans down didn't even run. It was just Hans up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to move one guy. Can I just move him real quick?
Go ahead.
So Hans B of the Hansi-man, I forgot to move. So I'll just do a little hoppity hop, hippity hop over there. Well, what's the collision doing? So he either has to stand up there or not.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I could lock him and move him down on the stairs, but... Ugh. Well, I should, because otherwise he's just going to get shot at, so... He'll actually move... He'll actually... God, where is he freaking moving? Oh, the collision is so annoying. Sometimes. It's like I can either move him like that, in which case he is the target the crossbowman will shoot at. Oh wait, he'll have cover. So he probably won't be the target then. Alright. Fine, he moves there. And then I also forgot to move my leaders. Then move him.
Yeah, where you're at, you're definitely in cover. So my current target will have to be Hans B. Hans Shaker.
Yeah, because unfortunately I didn't realize that he was visible. Mainly.
Yeah. In the unlikely event that Hans himself is within 18 inches, I'll get to shoot him. Because he's not in cover. But he's probably outside of it.
Alright, now everybody's moved. Let's do some shooting.
Alright.
Alright, so my first shot will be with Hans Holding, who is probably going to be forced to shoot at your toughest friggin' dude. Although he does have cover now.
He does. But I think the only person who doesn't have it is my engineer.
So your noble only has cover from Glofruk.
Yep.
Which means... Right, he's not easier to hit, so I still have to shoot the closest target.
Correct. If you were 2 inches up, you could have shot the noble, and then on a one less, you would hit Glofrock instead.
Right, if I was 2 inches up. Okay, as my daughter would say, okay. Alright, I have to shoot your toughest guy.
Yep.
2 shots with a crossbow.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, then.
It's a 2.
You're shooting like me. No. 2 is a hit if you have no modifiers.
Right. Well,
No, 3 is a hit if you have
3
no
is-
modifiers.
yeah,
Your
3 is
ballistic
a
skill 3. Or sorry, your ballistic
I
skill
made the
4.
mistake of using Corey's dice. Where did those dice even go? Over there? Okay. Well, that was... I'm not going to say anything more about it. Luke Nohan's taking a shot.
Okay.
Okay, so he has to shoot the same target. Oh my god. I thought I was going to be able to ignore him for some reason this round, but nope. Oh my god. Okay, miss. Why am I even shooting? I don't know. I have made the mistake of trying to shoot you. Okay, Hansiman Hans B. He hits.
Yep.
Not a 6.
No wound.
Okay. Alright, that's all been very annoying. Hansiman Hans A. Must shoot at the same target. Close range did move, actually. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all those dudes up there shooting. Because Hans B... Oh wait, he didn't run. He moved normally. He can't
Yep.
shoot.
He also can't see...
Yeah, and he can't
Glofrock.
see Glofrock except for like some crest on his helmet.
Yeah, no, you definitely... That's actually not even
so,
him. You're... You're looking at the noble.
I'm shooting your engineer with no cover.
Yep.
Range is long.
Yep. Long range,
Speed
and
is
you move.
3. So I hit on a 6.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh, so close.
thought about it for a second. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's max. You miss. Okay. I'm going to shoot with my Hans Off next, and he can only see your engineer with no cover.
You are correct.
But I might not actually be in range. Let's see. Oh, I am in range.
Yep,
Okay,
you're in
long range, BS04.
All right, 5 to hit.
Nope.
Okey-dokey.
These dwarves are small targets.
Yep.
Okay. The Hans Shaker, who is probably going to die to a crossbow shot in a second. Hans Shaker, Hans B. He is firing his bow, and he must fire at Nugerbrer.
Yep, no cover, and definitely close range.
Did move, though. Miss. Oh, my God. Come on,
Just
guys.
seeing what the range is.
Time to change
Looks like
dice. Time to change dice.
8.9 inches. Okay.
What were you wondering?
The range between Nugerbrer and the Hans Shaker.
Mm.
Since he was shooting.
Oh, yeah, you're finding out about the charge.
It's important info.
What was it? 8.9?
Yep.
Hans. Okay, wait. Yes, time for the grand finale of the hero shooting. Hans to himself, firing a dueling pistol at Nugerbrer.
Yep.
No
You got it.
cover.
No
The
cover.
range is.
Oh,
Actually,
you're
it's-
measuring from a bad place.
Yeah. Should be there.
I think no, you're still measuring from the bottom.
Oh. 8.4.
That's what it looks like.
Long range for a dueling pistol.
Yep.
I'm changing
And
dice.
And you moved. So net of -1
Right.
since you're a dueling pistol with +1. So you need 5s to hit.
Okay. Come on, Hans to himself. Let's see it.
Negatory.
Man, I got like one hit. It's really sad. Hansiman Hans A. You're a pretty good shot. And he has to shoot at Nugerbrer as well.
Yep.
Is that a hit? I have a -1, and that's it. For moving.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So the range is 7 inches and 0.1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hit. Is it a wound? Your toughness 4?
Yep. So 5 wounds.
Oh, it was like 6, 6, 6, 6, 2.
Yeah.
2. All right. Well, I don't know why I bothered trying to shoot anything. You're up, man. I think that's everybody.
Okay.
Did I forget to shoot with anybody? They just all missed, except for failing to wound. Alright. Declare your charges.
Yeah. I'm not gonna declare any charges.
Cool.
Um,
Normal move.
'cause you're just in that awkward range where
Might fail.
yeah, so Thulbrak is going to move to be just right up here. Whoops. There he goes. Nugerbrer is going to move to be right over here. My noble is going to move 2 inches. Get up to right there.
Now the street fight really comes into its own. So we start squaring off. Interesting moves. He's trying to deny me some charges as well.
All right. Glafrock is going to move 3 inches. So he's going to be up here.
Can I just say Thulgrok is kind of a coward? What does Death Wish do?
Death Wish means that they are immune to psychology. They honestly, they should have Frenzy, but they don't.
Yeah. I mean, Frenzy does that, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it makes you immune to psychology while you're in charge range. Yeah, and my Hannibal brother is going to move.
The protagonist of the league. Look at that
just
crazy
to be
man's
right
face.
Here. Yep. All right, and that's going to be everything. So shooting phase. Srockrod is, I think, going to have to shoot at the Handshaker B. But he might be able to shoot it. Oh, they're both named Handshaker B.
Oh, damn. Sorry about that.
That's all right. So,
A. Oh, that's because I edited.
I think it's going to have to be this one, but I might be able to shoot at that one if he's within the 18 inches. Because that one's not in cover.
Okay.
So he is not in 18 inches.
Right, I'm changing the one that you have to shoot at to A.
Okay.
So
yeah, because he's in 16, so he is still the closest target, and the others are not easier to shoot. So
he does have cover, though.
Yep.
What's he gonna get? What's he gonna get, folks?
So I need a 5 to hit. Still nothing.
Okay, can we just say like crossbows are the WVP, or the LVP, the least valuable player this game so far?
I am inclined to agree. All right, my noble. My noble is going to shoot at Hans up.
Oh, okay, moved in long range for sure.
Pistol. Yep, it's definitely long range, and I definitely moved. You are definitely not in cover, so I need 5s to hit because I'm ballistic skill 4.
Bang. No.
Still a miss, but because it's a brace, I am not out of ammo.
Oh, nice.
And with that, it's your turn.
These treasure hunters are loaded. And
they have so much equipment.
And his pistols are also loaded.
Yes.
I swear I didn't set that up on purpose. Alright, so I might finally have some charges to declare.
Yep.
So here's my question.
Go for it.
Obviously Hans down can't see Thulgrok except for the edge of his axe, which we never count.
Yeah.
He can see Glafrock's base and foot. But none of the rest of him. Would he have to, I'm not saying I am declaring a charge against him, but if, assuming he's in within 4 inches and everything, would I have to test? Oh, wait. Maybe Frenzy means that you don't test for that, actually. Hang on.
I don't think
Frenzy changes a lot of weird rules. You probably still have to. I mean, that would be super weird.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about hidden models. It's just if there is an enemy within charge range, they have to declare it.
So 4 inches for a target he can't see. So the question is, does he see Glafrock for that purpose?
Yeah, that's a pretty tough one because you do see the base. That's definitely not contested.
It's hard to say, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
the
also
base-
not sure whether it's advantageous for you of whether he would be, or whether he'd be forced to charge Glaufrock or try to charge Nugabrare. So if you want to
not
4-up
sure.
it, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to know whether it's even possible.
Yeah.
Before I just
Why don't
start
we
preparing
why don't we
charges.
4-up it, or why don't we 4-up it now before any decisions are made?
All right, so 4-up, you can see him. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
No, he can't see him.
Okay.
We're counting model, not base.
Yeah.
Um.
So now you have that information for what you're doing with your other guys.
Yeah, exactly. You're definitely doing some charges. The question is, who's charging who? Who's charging who? Oh my gosh. Is Luke Nohans really unable to see anybody? Oh my god. They all moved behind stuff. Oh no, that's actually terrible.
My engineer is going to be getting a lot of shots this turn.
I actually thought your noble was going to be able to, what I would be able to charge your noble. Because I didn't think he would be able to move far enough. But he moved 2 inches and shot. I guess.
Yep.
I'm definitely out of 4 inches, so I'm not going to be able to charge anybody with Luke Nohans. That sucks. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright. Well, he's not declaring a charge. Stupid short dwarves. Now, if you fail a charge, you can't shoot, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Alright. Well. Oh, darn. I don't remember what the measurements were. and he's just, done a thing based on that. Okay. That's fine. Hans B of the Hans Shakers is declaring a charge against this guy.
Okay.
I am in charge range.
Yep. You got it. All right, here we go. Hans Shaker versus Bullrock.
Hans Up is declaring a charge.
Oh, geez. Shaker's weapon skill 5, too. That's not good.
Hans Up is declaring a charge. Oh my god, he's gonna try to block me with Glofruk. That's his plan. To execute this neat little maneuver. How close to the charge line do you have to be?
Within 2 inches.
2 inches is pretty far.
Yeah, it is.
2 inches is pretty far.
And you also have to be in front of the other model in terms of that charge line.
Yeesh. That's interesting. What's your warband size?
6. So 2 models down, and I start taking route tests.
2 models down. Of course, he's very good at route tests with, what is it? Leadership 9?
Yep.
Yeah. He is very, very good at that. Okay.
Yeah, and if my noble goes down, then Nugerbrar will take over with leadership 10.
How nice for you. So here's a question.
Yep.
If this isn't covered in the rules, as far as I'm aware. Let's say, I'm not saying I am, but let's say that Hans A declared a charge against Nugerbrar.
Sure.
What the hell happens? Is it considered a failed charge or not? Because he would get to the top of this signpost line here and be like, oh crap, there's guys that I didn't see. I guess would fail because he would not be able to make the distance. It would just be a failed charge. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he would not try this route.
Mm-hmm.
He would try going down and around here.
Now, he could try to declare a charge against Thulgrok and make an initiative test if they're within 4 inches.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Because that would be a diving charge, and I love that.
Okay.
So, let's measure for 4 inches. Or, do you measure the 4 inches first? I'm not sure. But,
yeah.
Anyway. So he declares against Thulgrok. He will have to make an initiative test.
Yep.
So 3 and under. And man, I have not found a color that likes me this game. But this is now a purple die.
It's okay. I haven't either.
Yes. Well, so far.
You
that's
fail.
Not under his. Oh my god.
So he just stands there.
You don't move in that case?
You don't move, but it's not considered a failed.
I thought you moved 2 inches for some reason. No?
Nope, you do not. But it's not considered a failed charge, so you can continue to move.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, not continue to. Let me check that.
Yeah, I'm not sure
that's
about
important.
that.
I know you can continue to shoot, but you might not be able to. But whether you can move or not is unclear.
Okay.
If your warrior wants to charge an enemy model within 4 inches that he can't see, e.g. because it's behind a corner, but has not been declared hidden, he must pass an initiative test to detect it. If he fails the roll, your model may not charge this turn, but may move his normal distance, shoot, and cast spells.
Cool. Okay, so he can't charge.
Yeah.
That's what that means. Cool. I was wondering because I was like, does that mean I can try to diving charge Glofrok now? You know, Gloofrok?
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Okay, that's a cool rule. Oh, that is really cool. Man, Mordheim really has good rules for handling terrain. It's great.
Yeah.
I love this game. Okay. All right. So he can't charge. Fine. I'm still declaring charges. Hans Up is going to declare a charge against Nugerbrar.
Okay.
He can do it. Are you intercepting?
Yeah, hang on just a second. Let me look
Check
at
his
his stats.
stats.
Yeah. So he's got a sword and a mace. He's strength 4. No, I am not intercepting.
Interesting.
Go ahead and charge Nuka Rare.
All right then. I guess it would be like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Hans himself declares a charge against Nugerbrer.
Okay.
Oh shoot! That's farther
Out
than I
of
thought.
range.
That is my first failed charge ever. So he moves there and basically loses his turn. That sucks.
Yep.
He does reload his pistol though.
He does.
Oh man. All right. That stinks. That stinks. That really stinks. What do I want to do about that? Oh, that didn't go as planned at all. God, I was like an inch off too.
Mm-hmm.
That was Corey's plan all along. Okay, so here's my another question.
Yep.
A lot of rules questions. So with Frenzied forcing you to charge,
Yep.
what if Hans Down declares against somebody that he can't see and fails his initiative test?
If there is someone he can see, I assume he
Yes.
has to charge. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I'm saying if there is someone he can see that's in range, I would assume he has to choose that first.
Choose that first. Okay.
Yeah.
But what if I choose to charge him? Like, what if I declare with him? You get what I'm saying? Like, what if I declare with him and against somebody
I think
he can't
because
see?
I think with Frenzy, like you don't get to declare him early. Like
What?
he's just
Sure
he's
you can. You can just charge with him normally. It's just that he's forced to charge. If always charge with their enemy models within charge range. Check.
yeah,
after
they
charge
always
range.
charge or they always charge if their enemy models in charge range. Check after other charges have been declared.
But he can also declare a normal charge, sure.
Other charges. So I don't think I don't think so. I
That
think
doesn't make
I
any
think
sense.
it's just
That doesn't make any sense. He can't. His frenzy that forces him to charge means that he can't charge.
it means that he always declares his charges last because of the fact that it's
It
forced.
doesn't say that he declares his charges last. It just says check after charge. I think it means. My interpretation has always been that he can charge normally like everybody else, but if he doesn't charge, then you have to check after other charges to see if he's forced to. That to me seems to be the intent of the rule. Not to
Yeah, my
say that he has to
interpretation
charge
has always
last.
just been that because it's a forced thing and it's forced measurement, or you always just handle the frenzied, or you always handled frenzied models for charging after
But
you've done your
forced
others.
movements always happens first.
Yes, but this is an explicit case where it says that it isn't because it says you check it after other charges.
I mean, my interpretation makes a lot more sense to me. I just don't think it makes sense to say that it doesn't say, like, it would say he has to charge last if that was the rule. It just says check after charges have been declared. Meaning, you declare no charges, or you declare some charges but not with him, and then you must check. It only says to check. It doesn't say when he has to declare his charge. You get what I'm saying?
I do, but then that puts you in the weird situation of like, okay, say that he checks or he declares a charge against someone who is out of range, moves his 4 inches forward, and then after other charges have been done, he's within charge range of somebody. That doesn't make sense either.
Wait, say that again?
Like, if he let's say that he's 9 inches away from someone,
Yeah.
and you choose to declare a charge against them,
And then he fails the charge.
then he fails his charge, he moves his 4 inches forward, and then he checks to see if he's in charge range because of frenzy. That doesn't make sense either. So to me, I've always seen frenzy as it's not something that you have a choice in.
But Corey, the rules do cover that situation where, in that case, enemy models are not within charge range.
But that's not necessarily true, because then you could manipulate it. Like, okay, let's say there are two models that are within charge, or that one of them is within charge range and one of them isn't. If you declare a charge against the one that isn't, do you see the problem?
Sure, but okay, but when is it ever going to come up? Like, when is it ever going to be good to fail a charge?
I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's possible. Like, I'm not saying you would do it intentionally.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. All right. We'll go with that.
Frenzy's a weird rule, and frankly, I don't think it's worded.
But it's kind of screwed him. It's kind of screwing him over now, because like now he can't, like, okay, so I can't declare with Hans down. And he's not going to be able to charge this turn, period.
So who are you trying to declare against now that you wouldn't be able to at the end of the charges?
I'm trying to figure out, like, whatever. I guess I'm trying to. I mean, I was trying to get everyone to charge Glofric. But that didn't happen. So I'm not. I don't know. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter. This is just all gone to shit. All right, we're just gonna go with your interpretation, because.
Okay.
I don't know. Any other charges? Charge his toughest guy. At least if I charge his toughest guy, then I don't have to shoot him. Although I can't shoot him anyway, so it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in that case. Right, there's no penalty for failing the initiative test to charge. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, is Hans down would like to declare.
So other people, I'm looking at it online right now, and it looks like other people are inclined to go more towards your interpretation, where you can declare a charge as normal, but if you don't want him to charge, then you declare everyone else, and then you check to see him.
And in that same line of questioning, what happens if he fails his charge then? In the
they don't talk about that, unfortunately.
Okay, so if he fails his charge, what happens? Because we determined he can't see this guy, right?
Yeah.
So if he were to... So if he were to declare against that guy... If he were to declare against Nugerbrer, and then if he was too far, which he probably is, actually, Then he would move 4 inches forward, and then that would be it? Like, Frenzy doesn't come into play then?
I guess not. A model that's failed one charge can't declare another one.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'd like to check if I can get to this guy, or if unseen, make the initiative test.
Yeah, he's too far away anyway.
He's too far away anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he won't be able to charge this turn, functionally.
Yep.
Which is super weird, considering that Frenzy's supposed to force him to charge, and everybody's really close.
Yeah.
Or within sight. Alright, so I'm just not doing anything with him right now. Gosh, is that really it? 2 friggin' charges and it's mono a mono. God, that sucks. That really, really sucks. Ugh. I kind of charge blocked myself too. This guy, I wish he'd made the initiative test. That would have been really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you fail a charge because of distance, then you can't shoot, correct?
Correct.
Ah, man, it was all going so well until now. Now it's completely screwed up. Oh well. Alright, I guess that's it for charges. Oh, well played, Corey. You really manipulated.
Thank
You really manipulated the distance there, very, very effectively. Now I must check.
Thread a very delicate needle.
Now I didn't declare with Hans down, so now I must check. Oh my God, wait.
But you did declare because you did the initiative test against Glofrock.
Well, what?
Or sorry, because you checked against him. You checked to see if you could, or if you
could make an initiative test.
Yeah.
Which means that he's considered to have failed the charge?
He's so
moved normally now? No,
I don't know how it doesn't, or there's no clarification on how these.
Oh my God.
Because he's supposed to be allowed to move normally and move and shoot and cast, or he can move, he can shoot, he can cast spells.
I don't know.
But even that rule doesn't say anything about being allowed to declare other charges.
Well, okay. Well, checking, I don't think there's any consequence for checking against a model that is out of sight, actually. The rules don't say there's any negative consequence to checking that.
That's true.
So I think that we now check for frenzy normally, is my interpretation there. So he's out of range to declare against a guy out of sight. Is he forced to charge against anybody else? He might be forced to charge your noble. Oh my God. Because Nugabrare... Wait. No, because... Nugabrare... He's either forced to charge against your noble or Nugabrare. I'm not sure which.
Okay. Can he see They're both in charge range. I'll make it easier. Glofrock is going to intercept.
Okay, yeah.
Regardless of which one you choose.
Okay, yeah, no, I would have had to charge him.
Okay.
And I would have barely been able to do it.
Yeah, so basically, Hans down would get down to about here.
Right.
And then...
He intercepted. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll separate a little bit.
So the rules actually did work. It was just very confusing for a while there.
Yeah.
God. Okay. Okay, cool. That's it for charges. Jeez. Normal movement. Normal movement. Hans himself can't move normally because he's tripping.
That is correct.
Not on drugs. Although it might seem like that. all things considered. I've made Hans down so tall that he's actually giving cover to your dwarves. Which is pretty funny. So Hans A of the Hansimen is going to move his 4 inches normally and stand behind this barrel.
Okay.
Hans off the leader. Leave brave Sir Hans off. Brave Sir Robin. Right. He is going to stand at the top of the stairs here, so he'll just kind of loop around the stairs there.
Okay.
Moving normally. Hans holding is definitely gonna... Oh, is he gonna hold his position? I don't know. Maybe. The Hans A of the Hans Shakers. Is going to move normally. These away. Luke no Hans is going to move up normally.
Okay.
Hans B of the Hansimen. Who's there? Hans A of the Hansimen. Is, boy, he's gonna go real slow through some rubble here. So it'll take him his full move to get there. And fly up into the air! Is Glofrook immune to fear?
Glofrock is not.
He needed to make a fear test
All right.
to intercept.
Yes, he did.
Hans down!
So he is within 6 inches of my leader, so that's going to be leadership 9.
Cool. You are
He is
definitely
fine.
You are definitely fine. Alright, and Hans holds position. Did I forget to move anybody? Don't think so. Shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, first shot is with Hans holding against your engineer.
Yep.
At long range, you have no cover. I didn't move. I get 2 crossbow shots.
All right, you need 4 to hit.
He likes white dice because he has a white hat. Hans holding, the good guy. Here we go. Oh my god, I got a hit. Finally.
You did.
Finally.
It's a 4 to wound.
Pachink. Oh, I was robbed! I was robbed!
You were. I
Four,
saw
four,
that.
four. 1.
Oh.
Oh man. All right. That's a bummer. Okay. Oh, this guy would actually be shooting for my own guy. I didn't realize that. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Luke Nohans. Now, he has to shoot your Kraugum Grimhammer
Okay.
of the Grimhammer Expedition.
Do it.
Miss.
All right.
All right. Exciting. Hans off. We're gonna do all the heroes first.
Okay.
Hans off. Now he kind of has a shot against a Hammer Brother.
Can you see him through the close combat?
Yes, but I think you have cover from your own
Okay.
guy.
I seem to recall us playing that that close combats can't be shot through. Like, if they would provide
What?
cover, but that's what
What?
I remember. But I'm fine doing it this way. It's not a problem.
I've in every game I've been in, we played that. It's just it provides cover. Like you can't shoot into a
Okay.
close combat, but you can shoot
Yeah.
past a close combat.
Okay.
All right, Hammer Brother A.
All right. Go for it.
Here we go. BS4. That's a hit. Wait, no, it's not. I moved.
No, because you moved. Yeah.
And he has cover. Okay, but I failed by 1.
Yeah. If you, yep, you're within short range. So yeah. So you would hit golf rock.
Okay, well, might as well have hit a wall. Not a wound.
Yeah.
That's it for hero shooting. Hans Shakers Hans A taking a shot at whoa, flying a million miles away because of collision with my camera. I think.
Oh no.
So I think he was there. Yes.
Yeah, he was about right there.
All right. I was trying to see if he had any forced targets.
I think unless Strockrod is in, or unless my engineer is in short range, you're gonna have to shoot Krogram.
I think I have to shoot him. Yeah. No, I have to shoot him
'cause he's
regardless
not in short range.
because Krogram's the easiest target. So.
Well, he's in cover, so if the engineer had been in short range, then the engineer would be easier, but he's not. So
Okay. Do you think the Hammer Brother has cover too?
the Hammer Brother,
When I mouse over him, his outline isn't much covered.
yeah, I'd say he probably doesn't. You can
Alright.
shoot the Hammer Brother.
All right. Looks like I'm shooting at the Hammer Brother.
Okay.
Henchman on henchman violence. Oh man, these dice do not like me. I'm changing some colors. Because that'll change everything.
If it makes you feel better, the dice have failed me as well. I haven't gotten a hit, let alone trying to wound with any of my shooting.
Well, I've done a lot more shooting.
That's true.
All right. Hansiman Hans B. Now, he might be able to shoot the engineer here.
He can see my Hammer Brother in cover.
Yes, in cover but short range. And this guy's in long range. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
He shoots the Hammer Brother. That's a miss.
Unbelievable. Alright. I mean, my army has a lot of BS3 and BS4, and I'm just not getting hits.
Yeah.
Brutal. Alright, Hans.
But you're also doing a lot of moving and shooting at things in cover.
Yeah. Hansiman. Well, yeah, short dwarves. Alright, Hansiman Hans A has a clear shot against Hammer Brother A.
Yes.
And it's going to be close range. All right, let's try Inviso
Yep.
dice.
But you did move, so 4+.
Finally, a
That's
hit.
it. All right, you need a 5 up to wound.
All right. Nope. And
Victory.
all right. The only one who can
that's it.
still shoot is Hansi
Oh,
A,
Hansi.
but the only target he could shoot at is the engineer through his own.
Yeah, you've also got 2 Hanseman A's.
What?
One of them should be C. This one and this one are both A.
Oh my god. It's because I edited them all together.
Yeah.
All right. Fixed.
Cool.
Okay. He's not shooting. Should have checked that. All right. Well, another total failure of shooting. Go. Oh, no, wait. Combat.
Yep, combat.
Okay.
Where do you want to start?
Why don't we go from left to right?
Okay.
Hans Shaker's Hans B gets the charge.
Yep.
So he will get 3 attacks total at weapon skill 5, rerolling misses.
Yep. So 3s to hit, and I'll get to parry 1 with a reroll.
Two rerolls.
Yep.
One charge.
All right. So that's 2 4s.
Yep. You get to. Wait, you get
Yeah.
one.
So I'll just. Yeah. I'll just roll twice, and if either of them succeed, then I parry 1. Okay. So you get 1 hit against me.
Okay. Statistics says that changes it, but probability says it's the same. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. People get very angry over this sort of thing.
If you prefer me not to do it that way, I'm happy to stop that way. Just wanted to save some time.
Yeah, no, it's fine. For now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, one attempt to wound.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Oh,
Yep.
it's a crit.
That's a crit. All right. What kind of
Okay.
crit is it?
What kind of crit is it? Bladed weapon 2. Flesh
No
wounds.
armor save.
No
I had
armor
no
save.
armor anyway.
Just
So roll for the injury.
Stop. Just stop. Go away.
You're hitting my
Oh,
Slayer.
you're out of action.
No, I'm not. I'm a dwarf. I'm hard to kill, so I'm just stunned.
Oh.
Yeah, dwarves have a different injury chart. 1 to 2 is knocked down, 3 to 5 is stunned, and 6 is out of action.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
It is. It comes in handy.
All right. Well, at least I did that much.
Yep, and I will not get to attack you back.
Yeah. Hans down versus Sklafrock.
Yes.
Alright.
Your strongest guy against my toughest guy.
Let's be honest. Probably the strongest guy in the league versus the toughest guy in the league.
Yep.
Alright. Well, Hans down gets 3 attacks because he's frenzied.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3 total attacks. 2 of them with a mace, 1 with a sword.
Yep.
And it will be at weapon skill 3 versus weapon skill 4. So hit on 4s.
Yeah. I am going to use my 2 dwarf axes for this. So I'll get 2 parries, and that both can be re-rolled, and I succeed at the parry on a match or beat rather than just a beat.
Okay. White is the sword.
Okay, it actually it only matters for the crit. I also ignore the rules for maces.
What?
Yep.
Oh, dwarves, so they get their injury.
Yeah, because of
no matter
dwarves.
what?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Should I roll now?
Yes, go ahead.
We've got 3 hits.
You
Highest
do.
is
All right.
5.
So I need to get 2 5s, and I re-roll failed.
You get 2 parries.
Yep,
That's pretty awesome.
because of Master of Blades, but I fail them both.
No parries. Okay. 3 attempts to wound at strength 5.
And at toughness 5, that's still a 4 up to wound.
I know, but it's pretty cool. Which is amazing. This is the only guys. This is nuts. The strongest guy versus the toughest guy. Here we go. Yep. Okay, got 1 crit.
All right. Yep.
1 wound.
Alrighty.
What kind of crit? This is a mace.
Yep.
A 2.
A 1 to 2. I cannot fight this turn if I haven't already fought.
Nice.
So, all right, I've got 2 armor saves. So I have 4 up armor. You modify that by -2 because you're strength 5. So I need 6 ups. Oh, I almost had one.
You almost had one.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So roll twice.
Injury rolls. Here we go. 2 and a 3.
All right.
Stunned?
I am stunned. Yep.
Cool.
All right. That is bad news for me.
Okay. Yes, the Huns with the Huns where I can see them are quite dangerous when they get their rolls.
Yeah.
In close combat. Hans Op gets the charge against Dugerbrer.
Yep.
At skill 3, I'm getting total of 3 attacks.
Alrighty.
Alright, and I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Which?
So I'll get 1 parry and I get to because I'm using 2 dwarf axes.
Right. So for this guy, brown will be sword.
Okay.
And wait, is that? Yeah, 2 attacks, 2 weapons. Okay. All right, I get 2 hits. So
2 hits, and I need a 5 to parry.
Okay.
Reroll.
Boom.
Oh wait, no,
Wait, no,
you had a 5. I needed a 6. I needed a 6
Yeah, I was about to ask if you.
because I did not have Master of Blades on this guy.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, no,
all right.
Not a parry.
Yep, not a parry. You
All
get
right.
2, or you get 2 hits.
2 hits.
You need 4s to wound.
All right, 4s. Your toughness 4.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, 2
2 wounds.
Wow. Hey, the Hans where I can see them are like, you know what?
Yeah.
We can fight. We can fight, and we're going to show you. We're going to
Yeah,
show
they
you this
definitely
time.
can.
All right. No armor saves or any other saves?
No armor save.
So I just rolled for injuries.
Yep.
Hans up. Hans up. Gets out of action.
Out of action. All right.
Boom. Oh, all of a sudden, things are looking up, boys. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah. Jeez. All right.
Okay.
I've got some problems now.
Yeah.
I was really hoping I could take one of them out. All right. Shoot. Okay. So my turn. The stuns become knockdowns. They're going to stay put because they're both in close combat. All right. So Hammer Brother A here is going to charge Hans up.
Okay. Right. Can't do anything
So,
about that.
yep. So he comes in. And now we come to the important question. My noble is going to have to try to charge Hans down.
Really?
Yep. So 2.5 inches to get to there. 1.1. He can just barely make it.
Is he immune to fear?
He is.
Okay.
And he causes fear himself.
Well, we both cause fear, so we're both immune to fear, so...
Yep.
All right.
So, all right. He says, hey, don't mess with my boy Glaufrock.
Okay, I can't intercept because Hans Hope is now in combat. And
Correct.
Hans Shaker was not in the way, so there you go.
Correct. So that is all of my charges.
Okay.
My engineer is going to shoot at, I'm assuming the Hanseman B is the one that's closest to him at this point.
Very likely.
So, yeah. 14.6 inches. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to make 2 shots against him. Didn't move, no cover, and short range. So, I need 4s.
2 hits.
That is 2 hits. I need 3s to wound. That is 1 wound.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what happens. You are stunned.
Okay.
All right. Close combat. So let's handle the Hammer Brother and Hans first.
Okay.
So I'm attacking you with 2 hammers.
This is a new combat, correct?
Yes.
I could switch to my shield. What's your strength?
Only 3.
Shield is pretty good against you. I am going to switch to my shield. So I'm using sword and shield now.
Okay. I need 3s to hit you because I'm weapon skill 4. And you can't parry because of the 6.
Okay.
So I need 4s to wound you.
No wounds.
Both failed. All right, you can attack me back with your
Alrighty.
sword.
2 attacks with the sword.
Yep.
I'll just roll it. Hit on 4s. Those are both hits.
Yes, they are.
Cannot parry, I assume.
Yep. I don't have parry weapons on this guy.
Okay. And are they wounds? A strength 4 versus T. Well, that's a
4.
crit.
So yeah. Let's see what kind of crit it is.
This is with a sword. 2.
No armor save.
Cool.
All right. Roll to see what happens.
What happens?
Yep.
Injury roll. Stunned.
Stunned.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh shoot! I just realized I forgot about my helmet on Glaufrock.
Didn't I get a no? No, yeah.
Yeah, it's not armor save, so so it's a separate thing.
Right. Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
Give me the same courtesy later.
Yep, absolutely. Glaufrock 4-up helmet. All right, so he actually does get to fight back.
No, I got a no fight back crit.
That was for that combat, or that was for that round. Like if I had passed the armor save, I still couldn't fight back.
Okay.
Yeah. So he'll still strike last.
Okay.
Because he just stood up from being knocked down this turn. It's just he was knocked down last turn instead of being stunned.
Right. So he stands up and I strike him normally.
Yeah.
Okay. Or he'll strike last, rather. That sucks.
Okay. I probably would have. It doesn't matter. It's too late at this point. All right. So Hammer Brother A. Let's see, because he's got a helmet as well, right? Let me make sure.
No.
Yes, he does.
Oh yes.
All right. His helmet fails.
I did get a no armor against him.
It's not an armor save. It's considered a different thing.
But it's armor. No, it's the save and it's armor. No?
It explicitly says that it's not an armor save.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm checking that to confirm, because that is important. Um.
I mean, he failed anyway.
Oh no, that's yeah. Okay, so I'm actually wrong. It doesn't say that in the helmet thing.
Okay.
A model that is equipped with a helmet has a special 4+ save on a d6 against being stunned. If the save is made, treat the stunned stunned result as a knockdown result instead. This save is not modified by the opponent's strength.
Okay.
So that's a different thing from not being an armor save. But all right, so he is stunned.
Okay.
So that really sucks. All right, and then over here,
Krogum gets to first.
Krogum gets to attack first. He is going to use. Let's see, you're using a sword and a mace right now.
It's the same combat.
Yeah, he's going to. You know what? He's going to unload with his pistols.
Can you use 2 pistols in close combat? Neat.
You can.
All right.
So I need 3s to hit. That is 1 hit. You can attempt to parry it.
Oh yeah, excellent. Attempt. I do.
Ugh.
Excellent.
Okay. Well, that sucks. That really sucks.
So now Hans Down gets to fight.
Yep.
Hans Down. The question is, who does he attack?
Yeah.
I guess I'm going for your Klansman hero. Well, oh god, he's the super tough guy. So I can actually have a toughness advantage against the Noble, but the Noble is really good at his Master Blades. They both have Master Blades.
Mm-hmm.
But the Noble is even better at parrying than that. Right?
No, they're both the same. They've both got the same skill. But Glafrock has not attacked yet this turn, where Krogum has.
Right. And Krogum was using his 2 weapons, was that it?
He uses 2 pistols.
His 2 pistols, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he uses 2 pistols, so he can't parry.
That is true.
Oh, we're going for... Oh, man. Of course, I'll be really sad if then Glafrock gets me. But if I take down the Noble... oh, man. He's a much easier target right now. Lower toughness, same armor, right?
Yes, same armor.
Actually, Glafrock could have higher armor because he could use his shield.
No, because he's still in the same combat. He's still using the 2 dwarf axes.
Okay. So he can parry, though. Gets a re... Oh, man. Oh, man. He's such a much easier target. Hans Down. I don't want you to get hit. But I really want to take out the Noble. This is a tough one. I'm just so likely to do nothing against Glafrock, even with the incredibly dangerous dude that I am. He can parry me. He can reroll parries. And I'm less likely to wound.
So, I don't know if you want my opinion, but
sure.
I would say that attacking Glafrock is the better option, simply because on your next turn, which is coming up, you're going to be taking out this Hammer Brother regardless, which means you're guaranteed, and probably taking out him as well. You might be taking him out very soon. So I'm going to be having to take route tests immediately. So in my opinion, you should start playing more defensively rather than offensively. Because you've got the offense. Now it's just about keeping your guys alive.
That's a good point. That's a good point. On the other hand, I can feed Hans down an extra XP, but probably more important to not risk wounding him again. So yeah.
There's not a lot of good stuff that Hans Down can get from getting injured again.
It's just the dice, man. It's just the dice are so likely to screw me. But I'm gonna go for Glofra because it is the smart thing to do.
The dice have been treating you a lot better than they have me this game.
It's also less mean. So I get 3 attacks. I'm going to the colored dice are the white one is the sword.
Okay.
And I hit on 4s. Okay, sword gone.
Yep.
2 hits.
So the first parry attempt is against a 6, and the second one is against a 5.
No, because if you fail the first one, then the reroll is also against a 6.
So the way that it's supposed to work is you parry both attacks at the same time. It's against the two highest hits.
Oh, it explicitly says that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Master of Blades. If this warrior is using 2 weapons that have the parry special rule, he is allowed to parry 2 attacks, and then in parentheses, if his 2 dice match or beat the 2 highest attack dice against him.
Okay.
So the black one needs to beat the 5, red one needs to beat the 6.
All right.
So they both fail. Re-roll. All right. So the black one succeeds. So one of your attacks miss.
Taladar, I must be really tired. Can't believe I never thought to ask if Hans shot first. Nope, the dwarf shot first, but funny. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's what you should have named your marksman or your new marksman
Hans
hero.
Shot first. Oh.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't even think of that. That would have been good.
That would have been fantastic.
Oh, that would have been good. Oh well. Attempt to wound on 4s.
One of those missed.
What?
Because you rolled 2 hits.
You parried one?
Yeah, I parried one.
I'm confused. What do you mean one of those missed?
You're putting 2 dice up. It should only be 1.
Why?
Because you hit with 2.
Yeah.
I parried one of them, so
you did
1 die
parry
should.
one. Because I got a 6 and a 5, but you got a 4 and a 1.
And then I re-rolled because I also get to re-roll failed parries.
Okay. I was distracted by a funny joke.
Sorry. Yeah, I rolled a 6 to parry.
All right, here we go. Attempt to wound. I should not have attacked this guy. I was really shouldn't have listened to Corey.
Yep. So
right, I completely wasted my attacks. I could have gone for the easy target.
Now that it's done, I can say without any kind of bias, I still think you made the right decision.
All right.
I still think that.
I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I should have gone for the target that I could have actually done something to instead of just wasting dice. No.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I don't know.
Yep.
But all right, so 2 attacks back with my 2 dwarf axes. I need 3s to hit. That is 2 hits, and you already parried your anyways. So,
Yeah.
All right, I need 4s to wound.
This was a huge mistake.
That is 2 wounds.
I could have killed a guy and then gone down. I got to roll against them.
Oh, right. I forgot you've got the step aside. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I wish that was my step aside roll. Here we go. All right, step aside one of them.
One is gone. Yep. And you're knocked down.
Okay. You have a knockdown token handy? There we go.
Okay. All right, and then your Hans Shaker gets 3 attempts to take
Wounds.
out Nugabear. Or sorry,
Yep.
Fulgrok.
3 attempts to wound.
Yep, you need 5s.
All right, here we go. Zilch.
Okay.
Okay. My turn?
Yep. Your turn.
Boy, that was interesting. All right, Hans down stands up.
Yep.
He will strike last.
And
All right.
Hans to himself can shoot with his pistol.
Yay, which is nice, because then he can use it in close combat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, charges. Here we go. Here we frickin' go. Okay.
Yep. Huntsman B also stands up. Or, no, sorry, not stands up. Switches to knockdown.
Right. Charges. Gotta decide what to do with Luke Nohans. Luke Nohans probably can't see your knocked down guy. Who's real close. This one.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wants to declare a charge, he might be out of range. Yeah. I think that's too risky of him being out of range. Alright. Well, there's one very, very obvious charge to do. So let's just... Ooh. But Hans Ulf could charge if I was feeling brave. I mean, he's not going to be able to shoot anybody. That's for certain.
This is true.
I mean, he's not going to be able to shoot anybody anyway, so if he fails the charge, it doesn't really have any consequences. Alright, I'm going to declare a charge with Hans Ulf.
Okay.
Alright, so it's 5 inches to there, and yep, he can make it.
He can indeed. He needs to make a fear test.
Ooh.
Because my noble causes fear.
Alright, and he is leadership...
Leadership 8.
8. Okay, he's good.
He's good.
Alright, so he ends up like this.
Yep.
And, yeah. Excellent. Another charge I am doing is Hans C of the Hanseman is charging. Your leader. He makes a fear test. He can use the leadership. He succeeds.
Yep.
Okay. Hans to himself needs to make a fear test, charging the exact same target.
Okay.
Because nobody can get through to Grimhammer now.
Yeah.
Fear test. We're good. Alright. So oh, wait. Hang on. I'll double check. But I'm pretty certain he can.
Yeah,
oh,
he
can
should have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So if you can move that token, please. Thank you. So he ends up like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright. So those charges happen. Oh, this guy's lying down on the ground, just snoozing, taking a little snooze. This guy is stunned. Yeah, he's actually stunned.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because that happened on my turn, because he sucks.
This is very interesting, because with Luke no Hans, I've got to... decide whether to try to charge, or if I think he's out of 8 inches, then try to run. Gosh, it's really, really, really close. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to attempt to charge. Luke Nohans declaring a charge against this guy. Oh, he makes it. He makes it, baby.
Okay.
That's good news right there. That's good news. Oh, I should have charged him. Oh, I can. I'm going to declare a card charge with Hans Shakers. Hans A against the same target. Hippity hippity hop. Hippity hippity hop. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Boom. We're just going to close the steel jaws on you.
Yeah, good lord.
Meanwhile, Hans B is just like a pincushion soon. Well, that's if you don't route. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting. I'm not sure there is any for me. Nope. He's lying down on the job. Oh, wait. Hans holding. And this... Oh, yes. That was all charges. So now normal movement. So Hansiman, Hans A. I'm actually wondering... Oh, it's late. Okay. You know what? They're just going to stand there and shoot. Okay? Let's just get this over with. I was like, maybe I should run and try to get the first guy across the finish line XP. And it's like, no, there's no way it's going to happen. So we're going to attempt to shoot your engineer. Obviously.
Yep.
First with this guy. This time.
Alright.
Oh, actually, no. First with this guy. Never mind. Because I just remembered how you can't... Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm at long range. Whatever.
Yeah, you're at long range. I'm not in
move.
cover. So you need 4s to hit.
One hit.
One hit. Alright, you need 4 to wound.
Nope. Okay,
Alright.
the henchman. Hans A.
Yep.
One shot. No. Alright, just a bunch of whiffed shots there.
Yep.
You actually accomplished something with your shot. Alright, close combat. There's where we have some fun.
Yeah, alright, so this is a mess.
This is a mess. Let's just clear the easy one first. Hans up, clears the Hammer Brother, gets an XP.
Is down.
Alright. Is that the second kill or the first kill?
That is the second.
What was the first one?
went down.
And who killed
Nugaber.
who took Nugaber out?
Let's see. That was
I didn't
also Hans up.
Oh damn, Hans up. Hans up has like been looking up to Hans down on this whole time, but like quietly just like becoming terrifying. All on his own. Okay. So well done, Hans up. Took out 2 enemies this fight. Okay, so we have a really complicated combat. So first strikers are going to happen first. I have 3 guys first striking. No, 5 guys first striking. Correct? Yes.
Yeah.
Of those, the initiatives... the highest initiative is my leader, Hans off.
Alright.
So he is using 2 weapons. His jeweled sword and stone hammer.
Yep. I've now got my dual dwarf axes.
Okay. An iron weapon skill... Well, those are going to be hits. So
yeah.
Parry, 5 and a 4.
Yep. Alright. So blue will still be the 4. I parry both of them.
Bing! My leader only gets... He doesn't have an extra attack, right? Oh, he has 2 attacks. Sorry, I should have made 1 more attack.
Oh, okay.
So let me just do that real quick. It probably won't change anything, but there's your rolls.
Yeah.
6 and 4. So this is with the hammer.
Yeah. It'll only change anything if you get a... Oh, okay.
6 to hit.
Yep. So, all right. I need to re-roll this. If I get a 6, then I'll parry the second attack. I do not.
Okay. So I got one successful hit.
You got 2 successful hits.
Oh, 2 successful hits. Right. And they were both with mace. With the stone hammer that he stole from a lizard man.
Yep.
All right, strength 4. 1. Oh, that's a crit.
That is a crit.
What kind of crit is it? A 5 with a club.
Yeah, that's a...
Wild sweep.
with a club.
Weapon
Okay.
knocked from his hand.
Yikes. Okay. So I lose one of my dwarf axes.
Wow. Ping. For the moment.
Yep. Well, for the rest of this combat.
For the rest of this combat. Oh, there's a lot of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, what kind of injuries? I got 1 wound, or was it 2 wounds?
So
Oh yeah.
he must fight with whatever backup weapon he has in his equipment for the rest of the combat. Does that mean I get my shield immediately?
Shield's not a weapon.
That's true. But it is something that takes up a hand slot. Like if someone's using a mace, a dagger, and a shield, and you get that crit.
Well, I don't think it should let you do something you wouldn't normally be able to do. I think it's intended to be written.
But it clearly does, because it's like if someone has 2 maces and a dagger, it lets you immediately switch to the dagger.
Right. I think it's intended to. Well, first of all, the dagger is always referred to as your backup weapon. In the rule book. Or fight unarmed if he has no other weapons. I mean, I see what you're saying, but again, why should a crit result let you do some, like, get your parry rolls, then switch to a shield? That doesn't make any sense. It's obviously not intended to be a benefit.
Yeah. There's definitely no question in my mind that I wouldn't get the armor save for this roll, or like the shield, or the benefits of the shield for this roll. But if it's forcing you to swap to a background weapon, I don't know.
I think it's meant to be that he switches to the dagger, but it doesn't explicitly say dagger. But that's the crit charts. They have a lot of untested.
This is the first one that's really.
I mean, it's explicitly in the rules. Like, these are not tested as much.
Yeah.
I got 2 successful wounds though, so let's just do that.
Yeah. Well, I get an armor save still, so there's going to be 5 pluses.
Okay.
All right, so I stop 1.
Yeah. Okay. Did you apply my minus for my strength?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 6. I needed a 5 up.
All right. So what kind of wound is my good wound here?
I am knocked down.
Right, knocked down. That is great. Cool. So now the Hans. Wait, is that correct? Yes. So there's a bunch of guys with I3. Oh, wait, do I have to roll off for what order they go in, or do I get to choose?
No.
I get to choose.
When it's your own guys, you get to choose.
Okay. So now I'm going to be forced to attack him with Hans C, even though I want to give the kill to Hans down. But I can't.
Yeah, Hans down is still attacking this round.
Yeah. So Hans C probably not going to succeed anyway. So I have to roll to wound twice. He is carrying a club and a dagger. Is that right?
Yep. So you actually get 3 attacks.
Yes.
One with the dagger.
Dagger is white.
Okay.
No wounds.
Okay.
You're T4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So other strike firsts. We have Luke
Hans to himself.
He didn't go?
Also gets to... What's that?
He didn't go?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay. Yes, Hans to himself charged. I almost forgot.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, it was Hans off that me down.
Okay, right. So he's using his dueling pistol, and I guess sword and mace are the same against dwarves. So sword.
Okay.
So sword and dueling pistol. A classic.
Yep. All right, you need 4s to wound.
He has how many attacks normally? Base? One attack.
He's just got 1 attack base.
So he'll get 2 attacks. And the black die will be the dueling pistol. And the other one is a sword. And yeah, the black die hits much easier. And it's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm rolling to wound. That's right. I was rolling.
Yeah,
wound.
you are rolling to wound, so that's a crit. Roll to see what kind.
Oh man, the 3 is not a wound with a sword.
The 3 is not a wound.
4 versus T4.
Toughness 4.
Right. Okay, what kind of crit is the dueling pistol? Oh, a 6 with a missile weapon.
Yeah,
Master
I think
shot.
so.
2
So
wounds,
yeah,
no
2
armor
wounds instead
save.
of 1 and no
Oh
armor
my
save.
God.
All right.
Hans
So-
to himself.
We successfully sidestepped the shield issue.
We did. No armor save anyway, because you
Yeah.
went to 50% or something.
Yep.
I don't know. Okay. Yes. What kind of wounds?
It doesn't matter. I was knocked down. They're automatically out of action.
Right. Close combat rolls.
Yep.
Hans
So
to
Hans to
himself
himself.
gets the XP.
Yep.
Okay. Very
Alrighty.
nice. Oh, very, very nice. Okay, that was pretty cool. Some more first strikes. We just took out the leader and like another guy. Yeah, this is madness. We're closing the steel jaws on you. And this is the first game where the Middenheimers have actually done their thing against like a tough opponent. They've actually done their thing. No matter how the rest of this goes. Alright, Luke Nohans against Glofruk.
Yep.
And I actually went down a weapon skill, so I'm actually weapon skill 3, but it's not going to affect my hit roll.
Right.
And I have... Oh man, I get a bunch of attacks. I get 4 attacks.
Wait, what? He's got 3 attacks? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
So we're gonna do 2 with clubs and 2 with mace. So 2 with swords, sorry.
Yeah, it would actually be all 3 with 1 weapon, or your base 3 attacks with 1 weapon,
right.
1 with your offhand.
Right.
It doesn't matter for this one, but just for future reference.
Right. Well, I want to avoid wild sweep now, so I'm gonna do the other. I'm gonna do more sword attacks.
That makes sense.
So yeah, what happens? I need to roll to hit. Red is sword, obviously.
Yep. All right, that is 4 hits.
4 hits.
All 4s.
All parryable.
So, yep.
Well,
all right.
What are you?
So
you have to choose
yeah,
which weapon you're parrying.
I'm still using the 2 dual axes because he hasn't changed. So yeah, I do parry 2 attacks.
But which weapons are you parrying? The sword or the mace?
Oh, I'm parrying 2 of the swords.
Okay. So both successes, right? Because you parry on 4s, even though it's a 4? Okay.
Correct.
So we still have 2 successful hits.
Right. And one of them is with the mace.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm strength 4. Yes.
And I'm toughness 5, so you need 5s to wound.
Alright.
No wounds.
Okay.
All right.
That was a lot of dice. Well, at least I soaked up the parries.
You did.
The Hans Shaker, Hans A.
Yep.
Now he gets
So
3
he is
attacks, all swords.
3 attacks, re-rolls to hit.
And weapon skill 5.
Yep. So you need 3s to hit.
All right,
So that's
all
3 hits. You need 6s to wound.
Yes. No
So
wounds.
no wounds. All right.
That
Glove
guy
Rock.
is just a solid rock. He's a solid
Yes.
stone. Okay.
That is his job.
And he gets to go now.
Yep. He's going to attack Hans down.
Using your logic there.
Yep. So
Makes sense. I forgot to
2
give you my
Dwarf
step
Axe
asides.
attacks. Yep. I need 3s to hit you. So that is 2 hits.
Wait,
You can
really?
attempt to parry the 5.
Oh yeah, 3s, because you're 1 higher.
Yeah, I'm weapon skill 4.
Alright, I attempt to parry the 5. Oh, that was almost a 6. Alright.
It almost was. All right.
2 hits on
Yep,
Hans
and I need
down.
4s to wound you.
Ooh.
That's 2 wounds.
Alright, step aside.
Yep.
No, I don't have any armor right now. 1 step aside.
All right. So let's see what happens. You are knocked down again.
Okay.
Dang it.
Well, I won't be able to attack you. That was the
Yep.
point. That was the point.
It was. All right, and then your Hans Shaker, 3 more attempts to try to.
3 more attempts on your knocked down
Yep.
guy. Oh my god. It's really sad. He's just like wailing on this dwarf in his arbor. He's like,
It's not even armored. This is a Slayer.
Oh jeez. Okay, 1.
He is out of action.
Oh right, yeah, he's knocked down.
Yep.
God. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So 4 of my 6 dwarves are out of action. I'm not even gonna roll. I will choose to fail.
GG.
GG. Oh my god, I cannot believe that my shooting went so badly. Then on top of that, I got
Yeah.
all 3 of my guys that were next to you stunned when you charged me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty brutal on the charge, but that was clutch.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that dwarves are supposed to be able to receive a charge pretty well. And like you stunned my toughness 5 guy.
I think we finally leveled up to the point where it actually works.
Yeah.
Like they've finally gotten strong enough to where they are actually terrifying.
Yeah.
In close combat, like they were always supposed to be, but never were.
Mm-hmm.
Did Hans down? I don't think Hans down got any kills.
He did not.
This was the Hans up and Hans to himself show.
Yeah, it really was.
That was amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Good game, though. Oh, man.
Good game.
Those crossbow shots had me so scared. So scared. I mean, if I'd known that you were going to fail all your rolls, I would have run forward so much faster.
Yeah.
Which would have been nice, because then I could have had a even better position, but it worked out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out. But yeah.
All right.
GG. Alright. I don't have anybody out of action, so...
I know. It's driving me crazy.
I just closed the Steel Jawsy. That was the plan, by the way. That was the plan. So it actually worked. It was just
my plan was to actually use the dual dwarf axes to be able to withstand the charge and then be able to break you up by forcing some of your guys to get knocked down or out of action.
Yeah, the key was
And
you
it just
managed
did not
to
happen.
You managed to make it so that I charged you 1v1 with 3 dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was my ideal scenario because I knew I was never going to be the one to get the charge. And
Right.
you just got all of the rolls that you needed. I got none of the ones I did.
Yeah. Yep. And, I mean, they are terrifying on the charge, but you are extremely defensive, so...
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I did get those stuns... Clutch.
Yeah, and you did a really good job capitalizing too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the rear charges were amazing.
Thank you, yes.
So,
Okay.
all right,
right.
let's get through the injuries because it is pretty late.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, all right, Hammer Brothers A, my henchman, is fine, thank God,
Oh, thank goodness.
because now he's gonna level up. I would have been really disappointed if he hadn't. All right, so Krogum, the red die will be high. That's a 46. He's fine. Full recovery.
Did you move this around?
No.
I feel like it used to be on the... Oh, no, it's the other one that's on the opposite side. All right, full recovery.
Yeah, full recovery. All right. So Krogum is fine.
Of course,
all
you're
right.
getting bonus XP because of my rating being much higher.
Yeah. All right. So Nugabrare, let's see what happens to you. Red still high.
34.
34.
Hand injury.
He's got a hand injury, so -1 weapon skill.
Ouch. That is actually relevant. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really big deal for me.
That means he's going to start hitting on 4s instead of 3s most of the time.
Yep.
Ouch.
All right. And Fulgrok. 64.
Oh.
He causes fear. Okay.
Nice.
Way to go, Fulgrok.
Oh, man, nobody died.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Experience. So you've already done your guys that got out of actions. Your leader gets +1, and everybody else gets an additional +1.
Right. So
for
survived. Right. Leader +1. Very nicely done, leader. He didn't get a kill, did he? No.
No, he didn't.
All right. Hans to himself, leveling up.
And I was in the
Hans up
50 to 75 range, so I'm going to get +1 experience for all of my guys.
Very nice.
Which means everyone in my warband except for Thulgrok is going to level up.
Oh my god. Very nice. All right. Shall I do my 2?
Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, Hans to himself. And we will make blue high. Or there's no high, it's just a low.
Yeah, there's no high. All right,
So
that's a
9.
9. Oh, this is the toughness one. 1d6.
Oh, interesting. Well, he can't get... What's the 6?
+1 toughness.
He already has T4, which is maximum on humans. So he takes the other one, which is...
No, you don't. Or for heroes, that's not how it works. You just get, or you get to choose a +1 in anything.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Hans to himself gets +1 anything?
Yep.
He's already at maximums S4 and T4, right? Those are the maximum for humans?
I think so. I think those are the max for humans. Let me scroll back and look. Yeah, humans have max S4, T4.
Oh my gosh. So I thought this one, oh, okay, so it's not the other one. That's only for henchmen.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
If a characteristic is at its maximum, take the other option, or roll again if you can only increase one characteristic.
Yeah, you don't get to choose.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation. There is
it's
one
only
situation.
It's if both are already at their racial maximum, you may increase any other that is not already at its racial maximum by +1.
All right, so he gets a new wound.
Yep.
Cool. That means he is maybe not as tough as a dwarf, but
he's
T4 wounds
up there.
T4 wounds 2 is that's pretty.
He is
hard
definitely up there.
That's pretty hard to kill. Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Hans to himself. Cool. And then we have Hans up. All right. And you, my young blood, are getting
a new skill.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very cool. I'll think about that later.
Okay.
Might be dodge.
Yeah. Alrighty.
There's no skill to make him
So,
frenzied.
nope. All right, so for me, Krogum, my noble,
All right. Oh, I'll
is
go look
getting a
at
new
it.
skill.
Yep, that's gonna be a new skill.
He's got a new skill. All right. Strawkrod, my engineer,
7.
getting a 7.
Characteristic increase. Weapon skill or choose weapon skill or ballistic skill.
Oh, ballistic skill. Yes, thank you.
Nice. Oh,
Okay.
this one
Ballistic
dwarf
skill 4
is
on the
all
crossbow
shooting, and he's way more dangerous than my entire warband of shooting. That's awesome.
Yes. All right. So then Nugabrare, my slayer, is getting a new skill. All right. So he's now got master of blades. So now he's got the 2 parries.
Very nice.
Then Glafrock, my clansman hero.
7.
Got a
Choose
7.
weapon skill, ballistic skill.
Let's go with weapon skill. So he's now weapon skill 5.
That's pretty relevant.
Yeah. And then my hammer brother.
8.
Got an 8.
Roll again.
He's a henchman. Sorry.
Oh, this is a henchman. 8
Yep.
is +1 attack. Can he get that?
Ooh,
he's
he
never
can.
gotten an attack upgrade before.
He has not.
There you go. Right, that's the henchman situation. Right. Because you can only get each upgrade once with a henchman.
Right.
So
And this was also his first upgrade.
If you get one you've gotten, then you get to pick.
Yep.
That's right. Very cool. All right, is that everybody?
That's everybody.
All right, income?
Income.
All
You go ahead and do yours.
All right, I have 6 heroes. And I get +1 die, and I don't think I have anything special from last time. So I'm going to get 7 dice, and then I have to give one up, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa!
That's
Fives.
a triple 5s.
Well, then, I guess I'm giving up the 1.
I think so.
Okay, so my total is 28.
28. Wow. Okay, so that's 5 shards.
5 shards, and I had one. So
Okay.
I had 1 shard saved.
So you had 6. How many guys in your warband?
There are 11 guys in the warband.
All right, you can sell that for 90 gold.
Pretty solid. What happens if I sell 5 instead of 6?
80.
Oh, that's a pretty... Yeah, alright, I'll take the 90. Selling 6 shards. Pretty
All
cool.
right.
Pretty cool.
And triple 5s.
Triple 5s. Alright, let's look that up. This should be cool.
Yeah, Market Hall. The Market Hall was raised up on pillars with timbered corn exchange above the open marketplace. The upper story has been badly damaged, but the covered market still offers a good deal of shelter. The remains of the last market day are still lying around on the cobbles. Most of this is broken pottery and iron pots. You find several items worth 2d6 gold in total.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it would be cooler.
it's pretty disappointing.
Yeah. For triples, I thought it would be cooler. It's actually the lower doubles and triples that are usually the cool ones, though.
Well, triple 6s is the getting a free henchman, free hired sword.
Jeez. Wow. Well,
Yeah, if you had gotten triple 4s, that would be the Fletcher. Honestly, this is the only one that
that sucks. All right, 2d6.
really boring. Yep, 2d6 gold.
Yeah. Boring and not that great.
Oh my god.
All right, 92 gold.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. And for me, I had 2 heroes left standing. So I'll roll 2 dice for exploration. So I got a 6 which is exactly enough so that I can get 2 shards. With 6 guys in the warband. Yeah, with 6 guys in the warband, that is worth 55 gold. So, but I also I always get 1 extra shard because I am I am incomparable miners.
That's a big jump in value.
Yeah, so I'll take the 70 gold.
Getting 1 extra shard, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's kind of nuts. Are you just never gonna hire a 7th guy so that you're always in that column?
I'm seriously like that's the reason that I've been equipping these guys as much as I have.
Yeah.
And I think it's been working fairly well for me. But it's starting to reach the point where that's not really like I can look for lucky charms and stuff at this point.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at the rating where you're at, like most armies outnumber you to the point where it's kind of hard for you to win.
Yeah.
This fight.
So at this point, at this point, I'm probably gonna pick up another,
dude,
or another clansman just so that I can keep that henchman group more easily.
All right. What's next?
Checking for rare items.
Yeah, this is a big one. I'm looking for lucky charms.
Okay.
I'm looking for lucky charms. Shall I just go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Hans off. Looks for a lucky charm. Finds one. Ding. He needs to survive. That's happening.
Nice.
Oh my god, I want him to get his toughness back so bad. Okay. Luke no Hans. Looks for a lucky charm. Finds one. Definitely getting that.
Nice.
The Hans himself fails. He is T4 with 2 wounds. He's probably fine anyway. Hans up. Finds one. Yeah, he's probably gonna buy that too. I do want to buy another dude with these guys, but I want my heroes to not die even more. Hans down, the protagonist. Is he lucky? He is. we knew that. Lucky charm. Now he's even luckier. Hans holding. I'm gonna look for one. I'm not sure if he needs one. Oh, well, he didn't find one anyway. Cool. Alright, well, I know I'm spending 40 of my 95.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, I am going to look for 2 lucky charms myself.
Go for it.
So, rare 6.
Got it.
Found one.
Got it.
And I found the other. Alright. So, I'm going to give both of those to my slayers.
Yeah.
Because they need them.
No armor. Need a charm.
Yep.
I'm naked except for this necklace of cereal.
Yeah. They've got lucky tattoos.
I need a cool Hans Luke. Oh, yeah. I actually have that one on my list of possible names. Taladar. I never thought of Hans shot first, though, I don't think. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I didn't think of cool Hans Luke. That was a good one. Alright, what's next? Rare items, experience?
Yep.
This is a big one for me. This is a big one for me. I need a big roll. Oh, that's not big. I don't think that's gonna do it. I don't think I can hire any... Nope, they both have 7 now because of this fight.
Oof.
I can't buy more Hans Shakers or Hansimen.
Yikes.
Any more guys is going to have to be a new henchman group.
That's pretty rough.
That's pretty rough. They're too experienced.
All right, and for myself, 5 is plenty for me. So, yep.
The Hans Shakers may never go above 2 again. Which sucks because except against T5, they're pretty deadly.
Yeah. I don't doubt it.
They actually kind of redeemed themselves this game too, because Hans B managed to take that guy out.
It's true. It took him a long time, but he did it.
Yeah, it did take him a long time. All right. Is that it? Are we done? Except for Dramatis Personae or whatever.
Yep, which we both did nothing but
Yeah,
search
yeah.
for rare items, so we can't get
Rarity
Dramatis
levels,
Personae.
Okay, well, that was an awesome game.
Yes, it was.
Well played, sir.
You too.
I do not know how I'm going to spend my 55 remaining gold. Or what skill I'm going to take. But I will figure that out later. Well, good night. Thank you to Taladar and Manthos Screen Name for all of the awesome name suggestions. Yeah, Hans Free would be a good one too. I could start the Hans Freedom Fighters. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go to bed. But thank you all for watching, and thank you to Corey for running the Mordheim League basically, and thank you for that great game. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Finally chalk up my second win ever with these guys.
Well done. It was hard earned.
Yeah. Oh my god. When that charge failed, I was like, oh no, it's starting. It's starting. The one little mistake that just causes all the dominoes to fall. But nope. I got the
managed
rolls.
to recover.
I got the rolls that round. And then after that, I was overwhelming you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome. All right, turning off the stream. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, and outro by Taladar. Thank you, Taladar.